If not the people where they use the thing where they call electronic, where like magic, boom, the money you go open your account, the money there. I command air control, boom, the money there. Then they call them Zelle. You use email. That email na IPOB osana@yahoo.com. Or you go call and say IPOB USANA@yahoo.com. You know where they go fetch water, you get about 3 roads where people they can't fetch that water. The people wait there for the other side of the village and go come from this road, the other one go come from the other road, the other go for boom, they come in for the water, they fetch water and then that's how it be. And I make I say I go take 2 ways, they tell you say na the name where you go take right up. One be say if your brain no fit catch on quick like say IPOB USANA@yahoo.com. It fit make your head run stuff it. It make them easy for you to say IPOB osana@yahoo.com. Comprende? You catch on quickly, eh? Now for their people now we could send them. Now so it be. Now for you they make them. And now for us go bless. But for national level, for other people from international people, the account name now Indigenous People of Biafra Patriots. Indigenous People of Biafra Patriots Inc. The account number is not the same for the other one. I go call them, but you get something we change there, but make you open your ear properly. This not for international people, Biafrans. I say Biafrans. The account number na 669680115. You get to the thing where then they call Swift code. You see and there you go put them. They tell you what in be the Swift code. You go say na Chasus 33. Chasus 33. The another way we go take remember and be saying na CHASUS 33. CHASUS 33. If your head go like meter up and down, you say Chasus 33. The bank name na JP Morgan Chase. It's there for New York. JP Morgan Chase. Now there you go throw money. All these our young men, our young boys will go look after them properly. Buy them akara, buy them moi, buy them waiting me that thing where they like we be gala gala way he say put meat in there, you know go find the meat, and they now when I they look for the thing I no see the meat, I go buy meat to buy. People sabi wayo. That gala, you get the smell, they go make you, even if you're no hungry, your belly go make you. During break, we go chop and papa. So they begin notice say they think they disappear softly. And they say you buy gala, the thing we go see na the powder. They take make of now where you go to chop. You go say, Madam, I beg, make you give me 7-Up. I forgot buy fufu, no say na fufu I buy. I begin chop and 2, chop and 3, chop and 4. Who say? If not for America, they say where's the beef? Now the wayo. where girl they play. Hey, then I can't find the meat pie. Hey, that one I enjoy them. The smell they make my belly full. And this one I know they say give me 7-Up, but they say give me Fanta. Do you know the thing where they good for rice? Some rice you go cook the stew like the thing go the burn from afar and beyond. You go who they cook this thing, and the thing will go make the thing aromatic and that one you know fit go away, because if the smell of the stew no come out, the smell of anu no go come out. So if that not the reason why we they make that soup, make you make an like that for ESN, make your word stand. Go there, put to money, big them. If somebody can say who do this, na make it do as I make it, they come tigidim. You say na yes, na man they come. Our people, this not be joke with the play. Just not be joke. It gets something way wrong with our people. Every day with the talk and with the shout them. Our people they dream. Our people they sleep, but the happiness be say many don't wake up. And the people will be your enemies. Make you go begin watch these people who say them be money men, money people. Each one of them tell you say, now this thing I do and I make accomplish the position I reach. If now make you be the position where it is, so now what thing happen? So therefore, full animal go live for a village, you not go talk. Waiting be the use of that your money. As full animal now your brother. If now your brother, why they cry? That time where then they slap all of on up and down, even slap on our wives, even carry them wholesale, put for truck. What you talk? They tell on the thing where then they do other people, they not go stand, then go say talk, if you go kill me, then they do them to us, we not the talk. Something wrong. Something wrong. And they wrong properly. When I hear the latest way we can shit the other day. The thing where they happen be say our people sabi talk. Our people sabi give you parable. They sabi a one time monkey go market mama buy for carry and put for basin, the thing jump. We sabi am. We sabi talk that way. And then you say, hey, when you jump, what thing happen? The thing go look for the banana wait there for mama Bechi's basin. Monkey chopper. And mama Bechi put to the basin for ground, begin run. Monkey run enter bush. What thing happen? Now there the thing end. Like say you don't know, say you carry monkey for basin they go. Like you know, say monkey like a banana. And you carry the banana, you near monkey. What do you expect monkey to do? You go jump into basin. You when you expect the monkey, what you go do? You go drop the basin, run. Mama, me monkey. Then you go say, somebody go come, Papa, where's the monkey? You don't run enter bush. We sabi talk so to say anyokata mamra bofu every day anyokata mamra bofu. You see how we deceive ourselves. Our people I don't point finger different ways. Charity, they start from house, they come out outside. And charity, na fine baby. And when you see them, as she they waka prepare them, you go look back. You know say gongoro they come. So tell the gongoro then you jump. Oh, it's a chineke. Why? Now because of charity. Goodness. Look. Not be Bob look alike. This na look. Yeah? So you know the music way. Fine, baby, you no go fine past my mother. Fine, baby, you no go fine past my wife. Waiting they make the look am. How you know say na fine baby? Na lie with the lie. You don't look the baby tire, look charity tire so you don't know the thing what you go do. You know if you see the gongoro and the driver good for you, you begin blow the horn. You lucky. The gongoro for people allow you for gram. Bam! Why? Because charity now from whom it come out? You, the good thing where you did do what they did now from whom? Then they train you, you go show the world the thing where you be. You can say, who be this? I am Doctor Cure All. And then you see the lie, then go tell you, like say that they make an interview. I beg you fit to tell us how you come begin do this thing. I say na my mama, my papa, my papa na native doctor, and my papa show me. So you go take this akanko and this one you rub them together, and you go look like Atabiaka. Now you don't begin praise your mama and your papa. And people they jealousy for you. Your brother, they do the same thing, not jealousy. Your village, they do the same thing, not jealousy. People will no one see you do good. What thing they go do? You go begin the common small one. Every time then they boast. Every time then they show off. It be like say nobody else there for world. He said this. You see, jealousy don't enter. And the poor man or the poor woman can say, hey, Papa Ike, how you dey? You know the thing with the people with the jealousy go down. You see, they don't change the way then they greet you. Now they don't bring this new style. Now you don't put them style. Papa Ike, how you do? Like say the world no enter them again. You see jealousy. Nothing what you do go good. You talk, you no good. You waka, you no good. You cry, they say na crocodile tear. You come visit them the time where they sick. They say since where you dey and you no visit. You get one thing where I watch. Somebody make me laugh the other day. I go tell you the thing we be there. I see him for social media and I laugh. And I can't think him. It make meaning to me. But you know make meaning to me. Person will love money. Person will love money. He go love money pass you. He go love money pass him wife. He go love money pass him mama. He go love money pass everything. This man, the team be say in the sick. And the wife to make him happy. Go cook. Like that comes to where just tell you say if you take a no cook him. The man where they say in the die, where they for bed they cry like small pikin. Even in wife they wake him up, he still they cry. Ooh. When he can't smell the food. You know what he's saying? They sick. The first thing we come up and say, which kind of food be this? My wife, what do you take to cook? How much it costs? This food the way you cook, you can't give me. Since why the well you never cook and can't give me. Now where they sick, like say I won't die. Now we can't cook and can't give me. Which one you dey? Where you get the money? You tell him. You say, Chineke me, my money don't finish. Money trouble. And the sense we make there be say, when you dey alive, you know it's something better. When you dey alive, your life no good. When you dey alive, finally man there for your backyard. And you say they are the wait. At the wait the day something go good. So till you die. Good, you know good. The people where life good for you, they be like say they be pregnant women. But you will be woman will pregnant, your belly never reach like that. And when they tell you about charity, the thing where you begin from your house, then they come out outside. Suffer, you they leave small picking, if they slap adult. You say leave them na small picking. You they look small picking, leave them, he says, tell you shut up, papa. You say leave them na small picking. You dey leave small pikin, leave them, everything, leave them. You no fit correct them. You no fit to do anything. You just dey watch. You just dey watch. So tell you say, not be my pikin, na in pikin. So tell one day he go come punch you for face. You say, this man, now this boy where we dey look. You see, he don't begin to grow wings. So now you sabi say they grow wings. The time where you see him, you no talk. The time where they do him to another person, it no concern you. Now, it don't do unto you. But the time where they do him for another person, you say, not them, not be us. Now you, they watch him. Now you, they see him. Now you, not they talk. Then go get other people picking, kill them. You know they ask question, who you they kill? Not be person picking be that. Not be a picking. But you will say not be a picking, no. Now you're picking the wrong. Now you're picking, you take money where you borrow. The money where you take go buy net for Sungu. To train them, you no get job. When you train them for university, come back, you go buy net to fish Tungu. Still, you no fit go fish Sungu. Because Fulani there for your village. You no talk. Nobody talk. You no see. Nobody see. Wike. Make una go ask that man wetin Fulani people give him. I tell una say I no go lie. Something wrong with that man. Something wrong. You see, Wike they insult everybody. Wike, when he name be child of power. Ask him the thing where Wike mean. Wike not be Igbo man. Wike not be Igbo man. Ask her say wetin be meaning of Wike. He own Igbo different. He own Igbo different. So make una go ask onye isomu Wike. Na God dey follow am. And make you look am. How in name can be Wike. This man don't insult everybody. So te una say na Igbo people in the insult. Today, Wike don't slap on her. Wike don't slap on her. The insult where he give on her. The insult where Wike can't give on her. Yesterday, she said, Fulani man, better persona. He say, Fulani man, better pass owner. Wetin be the development where Fulani people don't bring to owner? You see the insult. You see him. No na take on eye they look. You the waka. And we could tell you say, Fulani man better pass you. Fulani man bring development with moo. No na they shout to say, Nama don't take over na road. No na they cry say, then they dey for middle of the road, they pray with Nama occupying, come popular seat for one side of the road. And the man go come tell you say, that cattle man better pass you. At the way to make in cabinet begin clap hand for him. At the wait. And if una no clap hand for him, I not go happy. I no go happy lie. Why? This na somebody where he say in from Biafra land. Fulani man go from Daura with moo come occupy your land. The time when they make road block, even the 1 naira way they get, then they take them from you. The people will better pass you, they thief from you. And you say you get governor. The people where you say them better pass you, now them they kidnap your children. They take them, go for Niger. All part of state. They share them. They distribute them. And on another see them. And on another thing say, na Ibos, you know, concern me. Today, the thing where we do wait na the result we go say, Sadwana of Nembe, Sadwana of Degema, Sadwana of Ikwere. We dey wait them. We dey wait so till we go see them. Now so it be. Now so we dey expect everything. Now so it dey be. We go to see them and we go to watch for all the things where they happen. We no fit do anything. We no fit say anything. So everything go come good. And I wonder when it go come good. I wonder. Now we they watch ourselves. You no expect somebody else to come watch you. You no expect somebody else to come do anything. Now we go fight the fight for ourselves. Now we go sabi and decide say now this thing go happen the way we want make it happen. And when Biafra come last time, now them come begin to do all the bad things when they do. But we not they see anything. But the people will see they talk. When they talk, you hear. When they talk, you they hear. Our leader don't talk. Our leader don't shout. My happiness be say people don't begin understand the thing our leader they talk. I go come swing the hammer again. You be church man. You be church man. Waiting be the reason why you not the talk. You be reverend father. I thank Ona. Because the time where we dey talk before, una no understand. The time where we dey talk before, una say our leader dey make insult to people. Now what to make you wake up? Nobody with clear mind. Nobody will get thinking capability. Or you both they talk them that way. Oboro. Go see the thing where they happen. And they not go fit talk. They not go fit do anything. Why? Because then they fear, say then go die. The Reverend Father where they kidnapped the other day for Enugu. Abi ring bell for you. Abi ring bell for you. Abi you understand? Abi you understand? Abi you understand? For take say you no fit talk. You when no fit talk, what if to say now you the waka go that road, they kidnap you? Then they tell you say religious word there, you no understand. Religious word, the Christians, which one they be? Na Biafra land, Oduduwa land, Middle Belt. Then they fight war. And una go take on out say una no want to war. What about the one where then they fight you? Abi you don't defend yourself, you never defend yourself. Una parent company where they for Bodo Yibo, una don't talk to them. Una don't talk to them. Una don't tell them say now here we stand. No. Una no get the belly to talk. But una fit to carry that Mbara Elijah. Una go carry Mbara Elijah the waka. Oh yeah, go divide the Red Sea. Go divide the Imo River. Make una people pass. Go for River Niger, go slap that Yompara, make it separate. So that I don't know whether you go cross, go Makodi or you go Makodi can't enter the other side. Una no fit to go talk to una oga we dey for Bodo Yibo. Waiting be una problem. Waiting be una problem. And they talk to the ones who be the ogas for church. Waiting be una problem. The thing we una sabi to do, una not the do. Una ma to make a pain. Who you the fool? Common sense, not be person go tell you. The thing we go do be right thing, do them. You no want do them. We happy because many pastors, many reverend fathers, then they talk. The ones where they talk on the ones where carry the thing for head. Why una not they go tell una oga for abroad? Rome, go look for Pope, talk to Pope. You make your mouth bang. You they tell me say Pope not they see the thing where they happen. You they tell me say Pope not they see the thing where they happen. Like Walensa, when Pope John Paul there for office, not being taken single-handedly say leave my people. You see how Oyibo they work for them people. You see how Oyibo they care for them people. And they ask these people where be Tendoji, where they carry Elijah, they walk around. Why una no go stand up, go tell una oga for Rome, for Canterbury? Una don't kill us. The same Bible wey una dey quote, make una go quote am for una oga. And na the same people wey be una oga, na dem keep us the way we be. The same Bible wey una dey carry the quote. Shame not dey catch una. Why not go talk to you, say you don't know the thing? Una quietness is no good for my body. Because you, when they finish with you, you not go there alive. I know when I talk finish, tomorrow then go call you go Abuja. You know, they ask yourself, if they go kidnap one of the big reverend fathers, now you they not go kidnap. Then they go from top to bottom. The big ones, then they kill them. Then they can't leave the small reverend fathers. If they chop the head off, the body not go fall. The body go fall. Now for only Biafra land. Now for only Oduduwa land. Look Kuka where they talk. When you talk, within the Abuja tell them, make you come here, come tell us the thing where they talk. Come here, come tell us. Now boy, then take everybody be. Kuka will go come question you. But now them, even Mighty Allah, they make statement. They know the question Mighty Allah. Una know the same. Fulani Hasman, they make statement. They know they invite them to Abuja. Now you then go invite. You know, you say the slavery, it don't pass slavery. This one now, see, don't look. Them. If you talk, what thing go happen? You be archie this, you be archie that. Who you go make I ask you, who you go the conduct the church for? When they don't begin making like buy. You too, now you go do even now you then go take come out first. You they make one Nigeria. You they make one Nigeria. Since them born you, they make one Nigeria. The sense where you take go make that your post for church. That sense no fit tell you say trouble there for land. Make we forgive you say you know say trouble. Why you no open your mouth talk? Now the church pastors and they don't begin understand, because when each village then sack, each village they come enter sack. How many people they go to church? I bet the church not empty. Which people be the church? Not be the people where they there. At the Asuna. Before you go tell me say you be born again. I know say now one time then they born somebody. Now one time. That day where you come out from your mama belly and you can't open your eyes small, you can't see them ugly faces. You say, yeah, where they? Because that pikin no say music don't change you. And the baby try make it just think again before you open the mouth. You can't slap him for bottom. Papa. You want make it cry. He say, now you can't enter the world. You now go punish the baby. Punish him. You see the game we they play. You go give him breast, comfort him, make him feel say everything na nyafu day. The time where you go begin no say trouble day, na the time where you begin the crawl. did they don't want to go? Because poor yeah, this baby don't begin climb. I beg hold them. Make I come hold them. I no fit to hold this baby. You don't begin complaining already. Now you they tell them which time you go waka. Now you don't begin waka. They don't catch them, bring them back. Now so then they catch us. Now so then they bring us back. If you sabi run, no look back. Time don't reach to run. We not go look back. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, if you like, make you talk anything where you want to talk. The people will like Mazi Nnamdi, not be from your village, and not they talk your village, and not they talk village thing. The people will like Mazi Nnamdi, it not be just from Biafra land. The world no say this man now somebody else, but you will get them jealousy, iberibelism, not they make you see. You open your mouth to talk, and this kind of thing where this man they talk, and I ask you, what do you want make it talk? You want make it make a pain, and you they die suffering. They don't give you money trouble. Everywhere money trouble. You sell your mama because of money. Your own mama will born you. You go butcher them, cut them pieces, so that you go bleach. If you get that kind of mind, what thing go make me trust you? You and somebody sit down side by side. You they talk, you they knock head like lizard. Say you they understand. He asks you, Nkem, you understand? But as they take head, they nod. They take leg, they give signal. Now the camp people where we be. Now the kind world where we find ourselves. And now make people not like us. They say, wait till make people not like. We they do and so they we go other places, they do the same thing where we they do. Water don't pass Gary. Our leader will question the world. Our leader will say, I no go live for now. I want my people. All these things will not they give me. You know, give me happiness. The happiness where I go get be say when I open my eye for morning. Now the people, my people, now where I go see. Because when I don't pepper us so we not even believe say we be human beings. We don't begin to do the things where our land forbid. And when we do and finish, we look everybody for eye, click. Leave him, na our man. No worry, na our own man. Charity, na from whom it come out. Charity will enter public. Now from land, it come out. Charity where they turn your head. Now person born am. Now from house, it come out. Which one you there? Which one concern you? I make you no relax. Say I not talk about you. I go talk about you. You will say you be a ze. You will say you be thief or chief. You will say you be red cap or bara. Everything we talk, you get a representative. Chief. Eze. Red cap or bara. And you come put them together. Unudum on Haneze. Wonderful. Wonderful. This na the people where they kill on. This na the people where they reach you now with lie. This na the people when they take kill on. This na the people where say them your mama, your papa, your brother, your honorables will no get honor. Only few they talk. The rest, bam. The call where people they make now, it don't begin fear me. It don't begin reach that point where people no go say then go they watch you. You go they sell them penny enough, they no go talk. Now they don't begin to see the thing where we they talk. The time where they say they proscribe IPOB, you know no say na you, then proscribe. You think say Mazi they can, so you know fit to talk through. Now you don't begin to understand softly. Say the IPOB na you, indigenous of Biafra, indigenous person of Biafra. Not be say just na you they prescribe by style. They prescribe Oduduwa. By style they prescribe middle belt. Because anytime you make them, then go bring them Janjaweed. You make a claim for Oduduwa, then go bring Janjaweed. And then when you say people where they give us problem here na IPOB, and then you go say yes IPOB not them. The same people today where they glorify. Make you ask me say now who be that person we saying get common sense? Where go today say I not be IPOB. Then you know say that person not be Igbo person born. That person na real Fulani man. And when we dey talk, I'm Fulani, every year Fulani. Why? You know they talk about you. And I'll go tell you why. Because you don't like yourself. Because you dey lie for your ancestors. You dey lie for your great-great-grandpapa. You dey lie for where you come from. You dey lie for your name. Tell me how somebody go respect you and not be IPOB. Who you be? I be this, I be that. I agree. Time go tell. We dey suffer and we dey lie. And they don't begin to identify you. Why? Because you be Biafran. They tell you register this, register that, register this, register that. And when you register, finish waiting with PVC, you remember them. Waiting again, you the register. The PVC where you get waiting, then they can do. People never learn to say, I not go agree, I not go do it. Waiting go happen, make it happen. Na dia una go dey, na dia una go dey look with una krokro eye. Then go finish una. Because the same Eze, the Igwes, the Ohanezes, the so-called the Fulefus will stay there, go bring the people, they could come put poison for our body. Something we no do for your land, then go bring them, say it there. Come put poison for your body. Because that mouth where you take close when something bad they happen, you don't begin pay you back. Just like them they do now, you know they open mouth to the talk. That crime where una they commit, where una see you say una no see, where una hear you hear say una no hear. Time don't reach. Chicken don't waka, night reach, you don't come enter for house. And now you go take your eye, they check whether the chicken don't enter house. Not be so we they do. And not be Biafra, and not be IPOB, and not be Igbo. Waiting you be, who you be, you know concern me. Good. I go sabi who it concern. you dey take order from Fulani man, and your own brother wey say him be lawyer or liar or engineer go open him mouth say Fulani man dey bring development for your land with the nama, but go for the land na the money wey dem get from your backyard then they build a skyscraper, the thing where they scrape sky, where they look upon say Chineke up in up and heaven and above. Then they make modern train. You know, get road to drive your Rolls Royce. Our leader tell you. You see why they insult us. You see why they don't want make you believe who you be. Then go tell you say we prescribe IPOB today. They don't even get them out to curse us anymore because they know we're not the quench. They know we stand with them. They know we sabi pass the thing where they know. So till you get president where you know they see. And you take your koro eye, they see somebody where you know they come near. Then they differ because you know fit come close to the president. They differ because you be dirty man. You go dirty the president. They know fit won't make you come close to the president because you go pass some sickness. They don't want make you come close to the president because you are infidel. And that's your president, and your presidency. And when we say you no get brain, you say that insult because you get PhD. Make we dey look over. Make we go make revision. For those who break shock, you know what I mean when I say revision. For we say we go school, when they talk about revision, we dey happy. We dey happy because they say na revision. Our teacher no go give us something again. We go come block our brain. So we know exam they come. So you say na revision. You go back for all the things where they teach. Which is the longest river? Which is the biggest mountain? Where is Europe? Where is Alaska? But they don't ask you where is Umunede. With the happy. Zanzibar, Niger, Congo, Orange, Ipob, Zambezi. Senegal, Congo, Orange, Ipob. You get exam, then give you. You see, you don't cram them. Who discovered Africa? Mongo Park. But today, your grandpapa there, your ancestors there for that land, all of a sudden, Oyibo man from London come discover you. Oh my goodness. Foolishness of our people plenty. Oh, you don't make me cry. My people, this thing not be joke. Time don't reach. Time to talk through don't reach. This na the time where we go know who be who. This na the time where you go decide who be your mama and your papa. This na the time where nobody go tell you say water it don't pass Gary. The call number na +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 +1 484 0848. I beg, we serious, so this not be joke. Caller, your name and where they call from.
Mazi, Alozie. Good afternoon from what's up?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I see you will appreciate Mazi. You will thank you like always. Mazi, we have to appreciate all that all the leadership. All of them, all fanatics. Is their strength. We appreciate all of them. Mazi, I have a special announcement. I'm mandated to make this announcement. I want to announce to Biafrans because, Mazi, you know what is happening in Biafra land now?
Now, waiting there.
Oh, yeah, hey, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hey, Biafrans, I know waiting they happen now. And I know say that all this ginger weed, they come, they kidnap our people for East Central State. They carry them, they go, they dump them as Mazi Alozie don't talk. Sunday they carry them go Dawura. Sunday they carry them go Kaduna Sanfara. Then they carry aeroplane, they kidnap our boy, they carry them with the heckles. Some way they live for some way they carry for bus. Now I make our people come put head together, say make I give one a this number. If you know, say if they look for your person, if they look for your friends in the whole of Biafra land, boom. Say on a person they miss. Now this number I go call and all this information why I go give. Now they say make I give one. And for our brothers where they for social media, where they all of one, make one go they share them, make people they get this news, they get this number where they go they call. The number where they say make I give one, make one bring on a pen and paper, make one they write and down. They share them, make all the people they get them. You where they look for your person, where you think say England, they say they go watch, you never come back. Person where they come out from Enugu, they go, but the all of them, they carry them, they go. Army brother wait there for breeze there. When I from there they carry them, scatter all of them for north. Now the way where they take the chop our money, they take their kidneys. Tomorrow the amnesty go tell say they discover 200 kidneys where they fresh and they cut and come on. Never reach 24 hours. Now our people they kill they do. So make one write this number down. Everything way full I go tell on I go tell on what one I go send. Make one they call that number, they drop the information. The number one I go call, we want make we go over and plus 971 522 929 723. I go repeat and make on a right and well, I beg. They don't kill our people finish. Plus 971 522 929 723. And waiting now 14 they say they want to, as if they call the number or you go send everything where we require here there. Number one thing where you go send there, now that person photo, picture or no. Now be number one. Number two thing where you go send there, you say that person. You go write in name as it be, my name no okay, but you wanna go write it like that. You go write in full name. Number three thing where you go right, we say that person, which state in they come from? In they come from Abia, in they come from Iguacha, Abi they come from him, anywhere where they come, Enugu, you go right and there. The 14th way you go, the 40th way you go right there, we say, the last time, that day where you see him last, now you go right and say, so day, today na 3rd, Chebi, on the 3rd of January, this person come out. We don't see him again, no. Now this 40th, I go repeat him again, I beg. Number one, now that person photo. Number two, now that person himself, in name, full name. Number three, now where in they come from Biafra land. And the number three, the latter one I see him. The date where he take waka come out, and I don't see him again. And another one be say for ESN. All our people wait there for European rep say, make I tell her now. This one no be say, as long as you be Biafra, you know me say, you know they with Ipob, you know they say, you know they pay me. No. All of us don't see what in the happen for our backyard. Make one go contribute. Any IPOB and near you, whether coordinator or national coordinator, tell them, go there, go give them money, they will give you receipt. Yeah? So when Biafra don't come, I try you, that day I give 1,000, I give 500, I give 50 euro, money na money, we need them now. For Italian people now, those are on the way there for Italy, ESN donation, where I go, they put on the money. Not only the 2 number where I go call for a beg, make on they do, like we need medical, many things they happen now. All of on the way there, Italy, many way there for Italo. You will call this number +39 351 004 6055. I will call them again. +39 351 004 6055. The other number now +39 371 304 4902. I make I repeat them all. +39 371 304 4902. And for all of the way the Germany, Bamboo, anywhere way they Germany in our capital on a Shibiana no. For Ipob capital. Or anywhere way there for Germany, you go call this number. The man where they in charge go pick and tell you what you go do. The number now +49 152 102 518 37. Make I call them again. +49 152 102 518 37. Mazi, Alozie, I bet this number where I feel like she got tag them, and all of the way they do video, the one of the way they do yo. I bet make gonna tag this number where our people will connect for their people where they miss anywhere where they for Biafra land. All of the way they social media, Twitter, make gonna tweet them. The number now +971. I go repeat them again. 971 522 929 723. I bet make we do our work. Mazi, I remain okay for no say correct. Thank you for me and there was a
Ndewo. I not be Igbo. I not be this, I not be that. When they go catch you for road, they not ask you. Just enter. Then go give you free plane ride. And that not the last time we go ride the plane. And this not the people where they tell you say they be your brother. Time don't reach when we go begin pay them back. Time don't reach when we go begin pay them back. Because if you no do anything, then we do them every day, more and more. Be your brother's keeper, not be your brother's seller. Be your brother's keeper, not be your brother's seller. Know your neighbor. Tell your neighbor where they go. So that when they no see you, they go begin look for you. Country no good. Call your name and where they come from.
Yeah. Mazi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mazi, my name is Alozie. I'm calling from Continental State of the public. Mazi, I don't make a people now for us to you and Ahmadike, one of their for land. The man we take all the whole billions of naira from Fulani government. The only man in Biafra land who reject all their offer. And today he's alive for 3 years. The God keep him alive for us. On today we go make him time for land and celebrate. Now, what I want to talk this afternoon is contraction. Everybody will take advantage today. Many things they happen. And things that happen to people to know better. They know the thing that happen. All of them, their hand is there for the problem where they will get the support today. That's the problem. Somehow, where other people will because as it is now, the politicians now then be the people where they chop for one Nigeria. Now then they enjoy that one Nigeria, the whole politician waiting for that issue. And that is why they don't want to make the greater bill that into things. And that is politicians waiting for and they get agents. Who be their agents? The agents now some political of God, man, be their agents, then they work for them. And some traditional rulers they work for them because now them they give them names, they give them barak. Some of the way these people they go appoint where they work for them, then they pay them big money. And then they use this some political men of God where they for our land. They hold other people down. They tell them say make them no fight for bad road. Let them not come out as a challenge for government to say na God where they're gonna cry they fight for. Say anytime when they hunger, when they cry, they fight God. They say God, they they come give us food. So anything where government they let them not fight the government, let them live for God. God, now God go give them money, now God will give them road, now God will give them work, now God will cook food, cook for their mouth. Then God will do it for them. That's what God is doing for Israel, do it for America where they wrong go today, do it for Malaysia, do it for United Arab where they wrong go today, do it for South Africa where the black from the independent equality from the apartheid from the white man. That's what we got. Just put your hand to the thing with the dance. After today, because a lot of them go to the way they are the come up to buy. We buy one motor. Go back to one motor with somebody get. We go carry and go shoot himself or call dance and dance and dance. Don't finish the way they carry for their pocket. They give all this agent of Satan. Where hold them down. When no one tell them the truth, what thing that happen. But when the time they reach, let go first run away. If you had the problem, the generate, and that problem will stop. But that is people now. Then they say, no, make them believe, say, now, they just have to come do it, now they God, they come do it for them. So that's the way they go, they do it for other people. You see, and they are following them of their community. And they want to make them build house. They don't want to make them get the surgeon. They don't want to make them buy motor. They don't want to make them marry. Anybody where they against America, when they go fire, they show the whole animal, the way no get bread. They go begin the open teeth. They shot fire every day by day. Well, they say the major problem is the government. Because the government is the second God where you get. And the second miracle. This miracle in this area, the government is going to put everything for you to enjoy as a human being. Because God doesn't get us to give us all the miracles to support it. But when you let human being go, exploit that mineral topic, use it to develop yourself, use their brain and work, bring something out of ordinary. So, well, where other Western world is doing their own. Where we say that the government will do everything for you. Good roads, infrastructure, industrialization, electricity, everything, hospitals. If you're sick, you go to hospital, they will treat you with that on a commentary. Nobody says you pay 100 million or 200,000. They never start admission. Before you don't run to see that money, the foundation we want to everything. Government is going to treat you because now the job where government for you. And the thing government is supposed to do for you. You make no time to come begin to run for money because that they are people to do it for you. And it's all these things. The thing they know, not to look at government to come they fight for God, come they try, they wait for God, then God will come there for you. And when I ask them again, all the people now wait full and bandits and the Boko Haram and the artists and this swap for not they kill. So only don't see the way they pray. As they kill them now, I will that Christmas day, they kill so many of them and kidnap them. Their prayer and most of them from the bullet from full of men, the bullet of full of and bandits. Their prayer where they pray for many countries. You know some them. That is where they kill them. They say that way they pray for many countries, the more people go run. The bullets will enter their body. But they kill them because of foolishness. Many people die because of foolishness. Then people say what's going to happen? Now playing and fasting and dancing. But now there now, if you go for any township now for our land now, or for West, many Lagos, you see them dancing every day, dancing, starting on the fire. Now that's greater than people to let them die. Starting like demon, during that period, that in doctor, in that bigger center, that's achievement where the Jews don't achieve, and the terrorism, that is not achieve. Where other countries, they go for moon, they go for massive industrialization, investment, and building up skyscraper. Look at Dubai. Look at Morocco here. With all of them there, carried their brainwash away from political men of God. Don't brainwash them, hold them down. For the politicians to consider because they eat together, they talk together, they give hotel every year, and they talk in the industry. Let them now for our life instead of industry. And who can make that industry come? Is it not the government? Is it the Jesus is coming? Like Jesus will come from Israel, come to the industry for you. No, not the government. But instead when people go carry the energy, when they carry the soul, the dance, they start to go for your day by day. Selling that energy to fight for their survival. And when the government, let's say that the government in line with the youth and the demon, when they do no, then they pray, they start to go for your video, saying that they just become there for them. Saying that this is us. Your grandfather brother. Let you don't marry. Let you don't go for work. If you have them choose their brain, because all of them, they watch them to the highest level. You see, and before they wake up, you go there look. And I think they take people home in their people. This is not the for people. This message is not the for people. You become things from Biafra. And you will be a basis because all of them where have you argue? In the city, they will have done. They will have not be. What you know to argue and love the amount. You can around it. I want to all time to be them. I didn't give the order. Any of you come up to social media, they talk nonsense. I guess it's also to get my leader. Also say we go treat in a pop-up because we don't allow them to continue to do this nonsense. People are going to show the people because they know this hashtag jump past able. You know able because the hashtag is past able. That was maybe hashtag. So let them too much. So I don't want to prove the way that people are mass shop because today they seek for our land and for their land and because of the work. This is something like that. The way that go down, they carry money, they go give all this some political criminal part of it for our land and another time. When they carry that money, they support our Eastern Democratic Bloc because they don't be the way they get to for that land. Even to go from now, everybody can go from, can come back. When I thank God for Eastern Democratic Bloc of Hamadite, but up is the people to protect our land. All of them waiting for you don't have that. You don't over it. You know when they try to go their house, you don't fight people. You don't know what the next one. Oh, yeah, you don't let go of it. Don't go, you go, have to police to go. Let people, the papa is that village, people that explain. Waiting in the past for that particular influence, before our leader come bring because in the talk. What are the young Lama? What is time you choose when I go here? Not of the close Lama.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
The court is all of it.
Thank you. Thank you, plenty. The call number na +1 484 767 0848. Now waiting the app. This is where we dey talk really. You get to the point where they reach where not be somebody go tell you make you wake up. Not be somebody go tell you. Call out your name and where they call from.
Yeah, this is I'm calling from Ahaba in the Biafra land. I hope they're getting me here.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Okay. I just want to say one thing. You know, since I have been born in planet Earth, more than that has born me. Here about the request. We have been hearing that. I found out that the request in this planet Earth, Nigeria, who call themselves Nigeria, and the British because for them, watching what is happening for their nation, for their great for the nation that they create. To a nation, to claim that is a nation, and then people, the British, England, Lucifer, they have been killing people in here for this and here, and the British, they keep on enjoying their football, the Premier League. Look, British, Queen of England, you people supposed to know that it is the same God that they create, the same God that they create, that they create you people, and you people are taking the life of the school Kadiama just like that, the songs of Kadiama. Of course, for what you people are doing, British, we know that you people are the real Ishmael and they're being also with Hausa people. We know where you people came from, British. You people are suppressing the people of the Kadiama, suppressing us, killing us, put our leader for Kuje prison. Since all this while you people are still keeping quiet, all these things are going on. Look, Queen of England, Boris Johnson, you need to think. Pharaoh did all these things that you people are doing, and Pharaoh later succumbed. And you people are going to succumb in the name of Chukwu Kadiama. We only call Chukwu Kadiama for this planet Earth, and the Chukwu Kadiama has been a marvelous work. That is why we are marching forward. British, you need to watch. You need to watch your back, British. You need to watch your back. Watch your back, British. You need to watch your back because if you have did a devilish job for the whole planet by colonizing people, by killing people, and by using people wealth. You are using my wealth. You are suppressing because of the wealth that you give to me. British, be one. British, Queen of England, be one. Boris Johnson, be one. Mazi, I agree. IPOB at large. Thank you. Good evening from Biafra land here.
Yeah, well. Thank you, plenty. The call number +1 484 767 0848. The thing where people supposed to do, they not do them. Those who supposed to do something, not they do them. Then they keep quiet. Caller, your name and where they come from.
So, Alozie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Engineer Michael, now I'm calling from Aba. We don't know. Thank God for your life and the life of our leader, Mazi Namdekab. You people are doing a very great work. If not for IPOB, I don't know where the risk Biafra will be by now. And it's very unfortunate that our people, I don't know how they think. But it boils down with, to what Namdekab keeps saying, that some of them are not born by, I don't think a lot of them have Igbo blood in them. Because I don't see the reason why your house is on fire and you are chasing rats. But as God may have it, He has created IPOB to save His people, just like Moses in the days of Israelite in Egypt. But pray, God this with the other giving hand, I think there will be cautions to everybody. Some of the right thinking ones in the Biafra are very, very angry. The churches are not helping matters. Every time, you people and every other people that have sense keep talking about church. Because I don't see the reason why this Anglican church will be all around every 2 or 3 months in Igbo land has Anglican church. But they are the ones killing us. Because of what you give Fulani to be killing the people who are worshiping the same God. And we are hoping to go the same heaven with you people. And your place in London is almost the heaven now, and our place is a dumping ground and a burial ground. And our people keep fighting for the same church. I don't know, but thank God for your life and the life of IPOB. God bless you people. Thank you. That's all I have to say now.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. Thank you, plenty. The call number now +1 484 767 0848. And when we talk the truth, what we dey see, when we dey talk the tune as e be, make it not vex anybody, because now the truth we dey talk. If the sultans, if the malams go fit talk to them people and they do the thing where they want make it, wetin make. Oh, let me make I get this call. Caller, your name and where they call from.
Hello.
Good morning, welcome.
Oh, yeah. Mazi Alozie.
Welcome.
Okay. So I called you yesterday, and you promised me that you will give me time today to
take
my view.
Take them, they go. Now the thing where I promise I go keep.
So can I go ahead?
Go ahead.
Okay. So to start with, I want to make a small announcement. The first announcement will be the general public. So, any person, any place, no matter who is sizing it, not in my presence. If the person do it in my presence, the person is attracting a very, very big problem. I will get very big problem with the person. Maybe maybe we will fight, and maybe the police we will end up in going to court and crash it there. So that is one. To start with, I have many names. I am a member of Ipob in Germany. Section in Bremen. My group in Bremen, some people are calling me the Biafran general. So, and in Germany here, some people are also calling me the only deportable man in Germany. Some people are also calling me a jungle fighter. So, I am a member of Ipob. I'm a member of the Voice Refugees Forum, who fight against the deportation of refugees and migrants with record and success. I'm also a member of the International Human Rights Organization, a member of Caravan, the Rights of Refugees and Migrants based in Germany. Also a member of another organization called the Anti-Lager, for the Global Freedom of Movement. In Caravan, our motto is "We are here because you destroyed our country." In Anti-Lager, they gave me the name Anti-Lager because I was able to organize some protest action which led to the closure of 5 refugee camps in northern Germany. Most importantly, in Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, state of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, and that gave me the name the Jungle Fighter. So, Nigeria, the way I look at it, before Nnamdi Kanu came out, I have been fighting for to liberate the refugees and migrants from Nigeria and the other parts of the world here in Germany, and I become a public enemy to the communities here in Germany. I was in deportation prison many times, and they were unable to deport me, which earned me the name the undeportable. One man called Christian Jacob, a journalist based in Germany here, he wrote it in a book called the Bleibenden. The Bleibenden means the people who are still remaining. That is the people who are still remaining. Then in another book, there is another organization called.
I understand. I will give you time, but my brother, I understand. Say I will give you time, but make you go to the.
Let me go to the major
yes
issue.
Yes.
Now, the issue of saboteurs in Biafran land. So I am advising all the Biafrans that some people like Wike, somebody like Mefo, our leader has not said anything about him. Mefo is I think we will have to start with him. We will start with Mefo. We will start with Wike. We will start with Itazu, Akure Itazu, and the rest of them. Then everyone will discuss that yesterday in their own program. And about the Christians and how the Christians are being systematically eliminated in the eastern part of Nigeria. So, I'm good at more not here now. I will go to the German authorities to denounce that I am no more a Christian, irrespective that I came from a Christian family, and my immediate junior brother is a Reverend Father. So I am making contribution from my salary every month for the church. But the Pope is not doing anything to help me and to help the people of Biafra, and Reverend Fathers, pastors, Christians in Nigeria. And the Pope is there. He cannot say anything. You can imagine a situation whereby a Pope can come out now and make a public announcement. Any Muslim or any country, any Christian, that the person must be brought to Vatican to face the law. Don't you think that it will go a long way to reduce the killings of Christians? But the Pope is here enjoying our hard-earned money, living luxurious life.
My brother, you hear the thing I just talked today for radio. The people where they talk, Pope not go talk until your people talk. Your people will be Pope boy, not the talk. Now where they say then they make them. Now them go talk say this now the thing where they happen to we will be the priest for the zoo. No, they not the talk. Now be my anger.
So I go ahead.
Go make you the talk.
So another thing is this. We can see how the Americans are doing most of the times. Any country where there is terrorism which affects them, if they give order to the country to stop terrorism and they are not stopping, they will carry the war to their doorstep and they will plead. I cannot see the reason why we can also call ourselves the descendants from Israel and we are not doing like the Israelis. You know, that is more. That is you know, I have not seen this kind of thing before. The Israelites, if you kill one person, they must make sure they are avenged. They will kill 10. They will render more than 100 homeless. And they will arrest more than 100, and then you will be pleading to them to come to negotiation table, and they will not listen to you. So this ladder, which we are living, called Nigeria, you are calling it a zoo. It's not a zoo. Zoo is even better. It's a ladder, first-habited ladder, and this kind of thing I have fought for centuries. Do you know that? In the last century, in the 1990s, because of my case, we fought and took Nigerian government in Europe here to Hague. We took Nigerian government to Hague. So they were judged, and the case went against them as one of the countries who don't obey the human rights law. It did not start today. So when the time comes, I can bring some documents to back it. As at that time, we invited in Nigeria, so, and all the tobacco. Doctor came here in Samson, no, the Secretary General of OPC also came here. Professor Wolo Soyinka came here because of all this. Nigeria was judged, and the case went against them as one of the countries that don't respect human rights, the country that is killing their own citizens. So that lager called Nigeria, we must fight to bring it to the knees. We must fight to bring it to the knees. So my advice now to our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, he has been doing a lot, but I am giving him a special advice. This advice now, I did it, it worked out. I tried all peaceful means. I tried all democratic means to negotiate with the authorities in Germany concerning the refugees affairs when I was fighting against the deportation of my own and for other refugees and migrants in Germany. They didn't listen to me until I carried a physical action. I carried a physical action to their office, and it helped. So if we are telling the Britain and the Fulani, let us go. Britain and Fulani, let us go. If they don't want to let us go, we must have to do something on our own. If they don't want peace, we can carry the pieces to them. There is no other alternative. Two things must work: either peace or peace.
Thank you.
And you know the Fulani, they don't hear, they don't listen to peace. They don't listen to the word of democracy, and they don't know what it is until what they can understand is peace.
Thank you,
and
Mazi.
now you can see what happened in Ebo State.
Yeah.
And they are all the backyards they built inside the forest. You know, most of them were burnt, and they were running hanky-panky. And this is what we must continue to do. And even to all the politicians who have disappointed us.
Thank you, Mazi. Yeah, make I give other people a chance. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. It's good as you talk. I want to make you tell the world, our people, the thing where they there. That means say if we get the ear to hear, we the wait to say EU help you, this person help you. They're not gonna help you. They're not gonna help you. Now you go help yourself. And see all these people. One question where they ask me say, how come the Fulani people will not they obey order? They not they obey any law. Go do something. Then you go tell your own leader. We don't sabi what they do. Who give them order? Who give him order? Abi you the Chris? Person when not they obey order, they give you order. Why not ask the person who give you the order? You know they ask. Because now your own brother where they fight to save you. Because of fear mumu, you say who give you the order. You they follow order, now make them they kill you. You they follow order, now make the world not they listen to you. Caller, your name and where they come from. Caller, your name and where you they come from.
Mazi.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Ndewo.
Manuel. I'm a native of the Chicago State. That's a line. I greet my leader, our leader, National Kano. I greet you all the are putting in place every day. To the good chapter. I heard about complaining to Pope and the response behind that. How did you know the patient?
Your line don't cut off. Mazi Chukwu Emmanuel. Your line don't cut off. So you go call back. You go call back all those where the line they break. And I the thing where the experience here. Make you not know worry, I know the thing where they look. The way the lines they cut. I go reboot my phone. I go reboot them. Because the thing where they look, the way they call, and it they come out. Now they sabi the thing where they do. The people where we they talk about, make them look themselves properly. See if the thing with the talk not true or not be true. It good make you remove yourself from the truth. Because you think say the people where they talk I'm foolish. If the people where they talk I'm foolish, ask yourself, say, where your congregation there? If any member of your congregation where they come put money for church no come, you don't ask say where the congregation, where the person there. 2 come miss, you don't ask where the person there. 3 don't miss, you don't ask where they there. That the 2 what they call carelessness or negligence. You there for top, you know they look for ground. You know they see common thing where they happen. Something they happen to us. Suffer. But we know they put them together, say, it done the pile up. It done the big. Now waiting we go do. No. The only thing we they do not to look, we know they talk. Why you no go talk? Why you no go talk? Why you no go take your case, go say, make the world look up? Call her your name and where they come from.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, Mazi Alozie.
Adeo.
I'm boss man,
Anaputa nyafu. Anaputa well.
Okay, how can you do? Mazi Alozie, me how that now. Go kwa me ku yin kwa so on our one no the one. Ndo mada ndo ba ni le mada de ko na radio Biafra. I go so na go ri on why. As I know that the message are there because message are very strong. On your way, a lot of people you were can't say they don't go on why. Kaduka, on your phone and Yamako in an achievement of Yamological one in on. But I need why. Can you tell me about one I make with I get it more now?
ka Pope. Una na-achị gwa na onye a na-akpọ Pope na ọ mara ihe n'ihi na ọ mara ihe na-emenụ. Una na-achị gwa m na ihe ọnwụna ndị na-etiri today na ọnwụna si na atụ bọmbụ n'itiri today na ndị Naijiria na-afịa n'ịntanetị. Una na-achị gwa m nwere ihe na-eme n'ụwa onwere ndị ka ndị nọ na Vatican City ama ihe na-eme na the world. Ihe ndị Igbo dụrụ na ndị Igbo dụrụ very wicked and the end. Ndị na-asị anyị niile ndị niile nọ na akpọrị na-asị bụ ndị ori ka ha bụ. Ọgọm ikwu okwu maka nwoke ahụ na-ekwu okwu asụọra ahụ ha nọ na-atọ maka kedu ihe nke a na ejiri onye ka wụrụ onye nke wụrụ onye etu anyị si wee wụrụ ndị igwe onye ahụ na nkwụ ụgwọ wee wụrụ igwe andụ kpụrụ ụgwọ wee wụrụ igwe banye n'isi ịmakwa onye mbụ igwe ọlaga igwe dum igwe pọmpụ igwe ọkaka ahụ ka m na-eje ka m bịa ka nsọpụrụ Nnamdi Kanu ọhịa na-ewe ndị Igbo iwe ndị Igbo malitụrụ Mazi Alozie na ihe na-ekwu na
na-ekwu just go on were na-aga na-ekwu
ndị Igbo ka m na-agwa ya Mazi Alozie ndị Igbo niile mma everything na-emenụ ndị ahụ na-akpọ gọvanọ kedu onye bụ gọvanọ n'ala Igbo ndị Igbo ya agwa na ha tụọ ya vootu ndị Igbo gasịrị na amarịta ọmadụ dị ka ha pụ ụzọ dị maka unu tụrụ vootu ka ife dị ọra ka unu tụrụ vootu nwaanyị na ife dị ọra anya ha were ana nye ebe o jere agreement asaghị n'anya ndị Igbo nọ n'ebe ahụ anakpụ ya excellence mgbe oge anọ otu mgbe atụ vootu nke oge anọ oge anọ win rie nwaanyị na alabata nwere ike ikwu okwu gbasara ya na o winụrọ so dị afọ ya akpọ ahụ onye ọbụla na-akpọ excellence oge anọ agụrụ mana ihe ọ na-eme n'ụlọ ya bara famili unu bara ụmụ unu ụlọ ọwụ na nna achị akọta ọdụ pọpụla ọdụ onye anụ ọ na nna na-achị amaka ego ikere ndị Igbo amalite gbanwee achọghị mmadụ na-akpọ ma na-ekwu na-akpọ gọvanọ afọ kedu ihe gọvanọ kwu ọwụrụ ikwu ndị gọvanọ na-enweta ndị nzuzu ọwụrụ ka a na-akpọ excellency na ebe niile a na-eji ya na ọsọpụ ihe ekwega nwe Biafra sọsọ na Naijiria ka afọ na gọvanọ nwere right igoro moto bi mmadụ ebe gosi awa ego nwere niile ego vileji ego obodo ya ebe steeti ọ na-achị o nwere ndị ọ ga-ebu moto ofu ndị niile na obodo Igbo na-ekwu agasị Nnamdi Kanu onweghịkwa ndị nkekọta asị na gọvanọ obodo ya taa buru moto ma ọ Trump nke moto na-eche ndị mmadụ obodo nkekọta Trump nwere uresi na ndị Igbo na ndị Igbo amalite ya ka mgbe onye ụlọ nwaafọ ya ọ bụ ndị niile obodo Igbo na-asụ Kanu gọvanọ ebe Enugwu na gọvanọ na prezidenti ahụ na-ego moto na-eke ndị mmadụ ihe aga azụ ego anwa ananatị na nchọrọ ikwu n'ụwa achọrọ m ikwu okwu gbasara ife a na ihe ọzọ nchọrọ ikwu mbụ maka ndị sabọ ihe Naijiria gbọrọ ya na duru 99 aga Naijiria 1999 na okike Naijiria wee na-anadị ihe 2000 nke Naijiria na-anụ ọgụ ihe na-akpọ mmadụ ihe na-akpọ onye na-ake enemy na this one is enemy akwatuozi na against anybody now stand up people onye ahụ na ebe ya and they have not stand up ndị Igbo nwere dị ime ihe ọkụ mana ọ na ya nwere debe ya n'azụ isi anyị na-ekwu maka ya wee dị ilo wit Igbo amaghị wesepụ agwụla ka Biafra bịa anyị eji igwere wit wesepụ onye n'ụzọ ya kpọrọ nwa ọrụ n'ụlọ onye ego sọfọ the sound ọma the 10 example ihe ya emelụ Fulani agbara na na-enwe United Nations Fulani enwere na America Fulani enwere na ndị Israel nọ Freedom on other great country, no. Man, how they why every day. Think I want to create a better na platform. Now say, can you government vote? On your book one of get it on the book, get it. Thank of God. The money of God and the value of woman being. Ever would you know what solo? It's how it brings. Oh, America, you go America will pop down. And then I saw what does it whether I get that. That's what they are people. America will pop. I wouldn't put on a pop. I am not one of them for the young about things to go. I think things to go. I'm one of them here. But I was follow my friend. Bye bye. Consent.
Ndewo. Call your name and where they come from.
Oh?
Yep.
No, Alozie. So please, I just want to ask one or two things, please. Hello?
We the listen, make you the ask, make you the talk.
Okay. You have the number, then give the other day for call here in Germany last time. I think in your show last time.
Mm-hmm.
I tried that number. It's not going. Even in Italy, then give an account number. That was what I was looking for.
Okay.
I tried to contact them, but the number is not going. Maybe we tell them that number, then give us here in internet is not going.
Okay, you hear the number well.
So make contact.
Okay, I go then go call again, then go call talk him again. As you talk him, I go call.
Okay, if you like, I can give you the number. I can call because I have tried the number every time.
That's okay. That's okay. I go tell them, and then they listen.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Call number +1 484 767 0848. Call her your name and where they come from.
Good evening from here, Mazi Alozie.
Welcome.
Happy Sunday, the first Sunday of the week, of the week or the year. We are thanking God for everything. So, my name is Idochi. I'm a native of Ikuanuma here, from Biafra land. This evening, I want to talk about our donation to IRM, which is the most important thing, and we are encouraging everybody that when you are falling in within Biafra, you must do the needful. The needful is now, and you must contribute. You must encourage those that are there, and that's the thing that everybody, men and women, can do now that is in diaspora. So we start from somewhere. So the number that I'm going to give now is from Finland here. Our European rep, Mazi, is aware. Also, our coordinator, Mazi Obasi, is aware. I am the spokesperson. My name is Idochi. So the whatever you want to contribute here, we have this account number to give. The name is a Solid Biafra Forum. Solid Biafra Forum. The account number is FI 31 57 80 07 20 49 21 93. I take it again. The name of the account is Solid Biafra Forum. Solid means SOLID, solid. Then it says Biafra Forum, Finland. Now the account number is FI 31578020492193. Then if you
Call him
wanna pay
again.
direct,
Call
you don't
him
wanna
again.
pay here
Call
because
him.
when
Call
you
him
pay here,
again. Make you call that number again.
okay. The account number,
Yes.
the name is Solid Biafra Forum, Finland. The account number is FI 31578020492193. So that is the account number for Forum Biafra, Solid Biafra Forum Finland. Here you can pay. When
Okay,
you pay,
I go
you
call
write
him
it
back. I go call him back because
BS.
you make mistakes for the first time where you call him. So I go call him back, make everybody make sure I correct because the first one where you call is different from the second one where you call. So now small mistakes. So I go call him, make sure everybody get them right. The account number now S1
Okay.
31 57 80
Mm-hmm.
07
Mm-hmm.
02.
Yes.
Then
No,
Zero.
20.
yeah 02.
No, 20.
Yeah, you say 070.
The account,
Make I finish.
let me call it again, sir.
Okay.
The account number is FI. Then you now start 31 57 80 07 20 49 2193. Now the higher come.
Yeah, they get them right. So not two zeros. So now there they think they don't correct them. Now everybody make una hear them. Now SI 315780720492193.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So now, if you want to, when you pay, write it ESN. That's what you write on the message, and forward it to. I will give you the number. You will forward it. Then when they see it, they will give you receipt. So before I do that, I give you the number of our coordinator. Then let me call this international on, giving the our European rep, Mazi and the coordinator. So the account number is 6696 80115. The account number is 66. Mazi has called it before, but I call it again 66960115. The sweet code is CSU33, which is CHASUS33. The bank name is JP Morgan Chase. So that is that bank is in America there, New York. So that is that. So the number you will contact when you pay or forward your receipt to is this number. Okay, the number is you forward it to Mazi Onyemuche Chukwu Obasi. Is the Finland coordinator. The coordinator here. Onyemuche Chukwu Obasi. His number is plus 358 45 31 59 807. I take it again. Plus 358 45 31 59 807. Or his deputy, Mazi Kelechi. His number is plus 358 44 94 688 90. Then you can reach me with this number, Dochi, plus 358 46 68 68 168. I repeat again, plus 358 46 68 68 168. So that is the number you will reach us when you pay. So it's very, very important, and your receipt is also very, very important. So whether you're so-called Urobo, Godomigodo, Efik, Anan, Ejo, whatever are thought to fall in Biafra, security of your life, your people, and your property is very, very important. Lastly, what I want to contribute now is this year is doing general cleansing in our forest and so on. And according to OK Foreign and the two and their agents are arresting people and taking it to a place. And I believe this information will reach Eastern quickly. They should come to the town. And I pray that Eastern will take charge of the whole Biafra land and open our airport whereby we can come in. We stand to restore Biafra. So it's not, there's nothing anybody can do about it. So my name is Pastor Dochi. God bless Biafra. God bless Martin Nambekano. God bless the people, the men and women of goodwill who are fighting for our liberation. Surely it is time for God to give us Biafra. God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Caller, your name and where they call from.
Good afternoon, Mazi.
Good morning from here.
I greet you again. I'm happy to be here once again. You know, saying first Sunday of the year with this. I say, like I use this opportunity to greet Una and add my voice to what thing that happened today. I be Rabbi Charles. I call from my location. I greet Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom. I salute Una. Our leader Mazi Nambekano, I salute you, sir. Good afternoon from here. Make I talk within my mind today. I hear many people call, come talk so many things. But you get something where we say I hear in the morning, and if you call that time, I just listen. This one come from one woman where I Peter's playing clip during the time we're in the broadcast. The woman now one of our sisters, so now Yoruba by tribe. She come the talk say Nigeria don't expire. Say from the time we then signed that amalgamation by this Mr. Frederick Lugard, make una know they call am Lord. The only way she she make mistake be say she call am Lord. No be Lord. Now they put that Lord, make you they call am, make fear they catch you. Lord means say na the owner. Mr. Frederick Lugard come sign this amalgamation 1914 where expire 2014. From that 2014 reach today, now another extra 7 years where we dey into ignorant, can they accept waiting we not supposed to accept. Now it don't reach now, a lot of people come they talk. Our leader come out, come they tell us waiting they happen. And he get waiting make me come online. And you know say every end of the year or new year, the men of God go talk. Then go tell us waiting God they tell them.
I know they rule their prophecy out. They look into the prophecy because spiritual control the physical. So the man come the talk na prophet in Ghana in Ghana also. If I don't get the name correct, make una no stone me. But the one we say we talk say dialogue now. That man he can talk something again. He can talk say he see people where we say they go want to attempt to take our leader life. But you know how God they behave. Before the year, towards the end of the year, when we they pray, God give me message. Say make I tell people. Say it is a very common thing. He say I ask him waiting I go tell our people. Oh, he say make I tell them fear not. I say in the midst of all this pandemic, in the midst of confusion, crisis, he say, and all this death threat, he say, fear not. He say, yes. Make I tell them, make them fear not, make them no fear. You see, prophecy is good. I love it. God reveals to redeem. Once God reveals something, may say redemption day close by. No be today, Nigeria, they keep prophets. Now true. Say then go use somebody. A weaker vessel, then go use them. Somebody will be say in mind and money, you know one freedom, then go use them. Somebody will not see the vision. Come they among us will be IPOB, then go use them. Somebody will get position, where we say that position they intoxicate them. You don't know the meaning of the position, the work where they give them. If the person they open, then go use them. So he can say, God can say, listen, make I tell our people, make I go tell our people this. Make them no fear. No be say Nigeria no go fit carry them out. You see, say God say now him send Mazi and the Kanu to go warn the Nigerian government, warn them. He say no be only him. He don't send before. Say don't send so many men of God before. Nigeria kill them. He can remind me one particular one where come that time. That time where this Buhari day in power. As a military government, he get somebody where come that time, come talk to Ram. Buhari come tell that man say no being there in control, make him go talk to Idiabo. He go meet Idiabo. Idiabo tell and say make him go back to his state first. He can go talk to Ike Wachuku. The man apparently come from Imo State. Nobody hear the man name again. I there when that man come. He can go to meet Ike Wachuku. The man come talk say Ike Wachuku no be Igbo man. And today everything come to light. Eventually the man talk to them finish. He go meet again to Idiabo. He go meet Idiabo. Idiabo hold him for head, for back of the head, come push and come out from in office. Now the man come tell Idiabo say na so they take push you come out. Say I no see you again. The man come. If he talk something about MKO Abiola, I did the tape, see day. I know the ministry why they that time. Abiola they support them, they protect them. He said to Abiola, said the same people where you they protect go kill you. Everything where the man talk na true, it happen. So then come follow the man, enter where in day. Because Nigeria they follow, once you deliver message finish, then go follow the person to go kill him. From that day till now, nobody know where that man did again. You know see. So I believe waiting prophet they talk, but they no go. God tell me make I tell Biafra say then go try, but they no go succeed. He said no be today. If they try and not be the first time, then don't try to kill him many times. If the man escape. When I see the one where happen for him house, 14th of September 2017. Then don't poison him. Then the thing no kill him. Then don't try many things. The thing no kill him. If God say now he send and come. No be say if God send you no go look after yourself. He dey look after himself, but they no go fit. He say no weapon fashioned against Mazi and the Kanu go prosper. Be it physical weapon, guns. Be it spiritual weapon, incantation, enchantment. You no go prosper. Be it poisonous weapon. You no go then go try, but then no go succeed. The same poison go enter their hands. Anybody where open in mind, open in head or in heart, make them use them. Say the same thing go kill the person. Say and Mazi and the Kanu go deliver the message and live to see the fruit of his labor. He go see him. Now waiting the message where they give Biafrans. Say make we know the rule prophecy. Yes, them plan them, but them not go succeed. Then go this thing where them do before, God can't do rearrangement. He can't stay for some time. He can't send another prophet with a different dynamic anointing. When Nigeria no go fit conquer. When in the Nigeria, they not fit kill them. Why them go try? Make them go try. That poison go turn to corona, and he go kill all of them as they want to do them. Unless God say na so he go take come back home. But God never say so. And God no go talk like that. You see Nigeria where when I see today, all these things where when they see, these things where when they see, I'm glad say, I happy say, Oduduwa don't wake up. All the people where they into this thing, that contraption, then don't wake up. And if you hear what in the Yoruba sister talk, she said, make them go do this thing quickly. Time no day. As that word, that woman declared that word, so shall it be. Nigeria wanna see today. Wanna not go see Nigeria again. All the things where them plan to do, evil plan, carrying people, kidnapping, they will try it, but they won't succeed. You not go save them. And the colonial power, where they use Fulani people to come take something where not belong to them. Our land, resources. Look at the plague. You get the clip where somebody sent to me. I sent that to you, Mazi, Alozie. The man come they talk for how many years where they loot Africa. An African continent, big past European continent 3 times. African continent, big past China 3 times. African continent, big past United States, American continent 3 times. And they loot. Now that continent, now God treasure every resources. Then go come tell us say we are not human. We are the poorest of the poor. We don't get this, we don't get that. But why then get so much interest in Africa? You see Fulani they are cursed permanently forever and ever for allowing themselves to be used to do this in that contraption called Nigeria. Fulani will never get out of this punishment forever from generation to generation. And we not go let them, any governor, any administrator will let them in to our territory. That person is marked to death, destruction. That person and the family not go leave. Mazi, Alozie, I get many things, but make I stop here and they was shalom.
Ndewo. Africa, where no one wake up. The worst, not the one where we dey. The one where we dey, now be the worst. Call out your name and where they come from.
Yes. Can you hear me?
I dey hear you, make you the talk.
Okay, sir. Mazi, those people carry them at regular. Our lady is not talking for some weeks now. But Biafra project is spiritual, far more than physical. Because Biafra is the project of Chukwu Okike. Our leader have told us the truth. And every Biafran must embrace this truth. Join hands with our leader so that we will restore our land back. Not too much grammar there. If we lose this our land, every Biafran, anywhere you have find yourself on this planet Earth, you are gone as a people. No place to call our own. America has secured their own place. Japan has secured their own. Yoruba have secured their own. But our own, they want to take it from us. We can see it. That is why this our strength must return back to normal today for every one of us, including I myself, because if I don't go this message, people can't say you. Second Maccabees, chapter 3, from verse 1 to end, you see verse 34, very, very important. And second Maccabees, chapter 4, from 1 to end, you see verse 16, very, very important. You see first Samuel, chapter 3, 1 to end. You see verse 12 and verse 21. Very, very important. Let's go to Kadiama. That's God that will bear his name. Who sent our leader to come and restore us Let him be my witness that I'm just coming as preacher and not to pass this message to get this to pass to you people. You say this land, nobody will take it. Come on, pretend with Biafra. What plot Biafra? Everybody wap. Every human being on this planet Earth will vanish. That we have seen Biafra. The world has a policy, a very 100% law guiding it, and their law has made it impossible for we as a race to exist because they know that we are the beginning and we will be the end of this world. And Mazi, Alozie, you should call for celebrate kind of book. Biafra, where am I? That a vampire attack. They are good to know. Opposite people may go. Opposite na kemgbe na gịnị kpama abịa dede Nnamdi Kanu na ahụkwa ọkwa ya nwe onye ntọpụta a na-ekwukwe ya akụkọ ihe niile a na-akọkwa n'ọdịda ala na ebe na akwụkwọ nyiri ya igwere hapụ ukwu osisi aka akpara ya I hapụrụ our own way of life. That is why people can scatter us everywhere. Then you want to bring us back and you think you can stop.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Then I stop. Then the problem is you want to go to Africa. America people in America now. Then we are formidable.
I know.
Every Biafra. Anywhere, both here in Nigeria, both here in Biafra land, anywhere you find yourself on this planet, including you, Mazi, you know formidable. I plan once. Only time you can have time with it.
I hope many people feel like the way they feel. Not be saying not they make sense. It's there for your mind. When people get the same feeling, we not go worry. And when one person they talk, it be like say the person they crazy, but the person not the crazy. The person not the crazy. Call you and where they come from.
Hello.
Good morning. Oh.
Good morning, Mazi. And I'm
we dey here make you the talk. Oh.
Okay, my name is Nadat Nkapioni Katekonamozo. My name is Sunina Chesika Maria Bullet Sowa.
Welcome.
Sunina Chesika Bullet Sowa from Biafra. I am a native of Umwa Ekuano. Mother from Oboro, father is from Oloko Bonken. We will just say, Kamajisi Nkoyago. We will never give up. We will never surrender. No retreat, no surrender. The last man standing. As long as for a new army, that's why I gather. Monday, Saturday, on the city. Fan of number in Ketano, bullet nothing, fan channel one, Akachirum Bonadia. Over by you, Japambo. Mata. Nantakia needs to see down a warfare. Only you to go, you go down a walk take on your shadow. Yeah, what are we do? So all of you, the saboteurs among us, you guys are ready because we are going to flush you people out. Just when we did at the first, in the forest, this year we are getting everything and we not get it out of our land by power, by force, by thunder. They must leave our land. If they want to stay in place, they should go out and rent the house. The way we do in North. Only people are crazy. So all the chiefs, you guys should ready to dig your grave. Because we're going to start from you people. We will never fear anyone of you. Long live the Republic of Biafra. Long live Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. And long live every freedom fighter supporters. All Biafra. Thank you so much from Bullet to Soa.
They were Bullet. Thank you. Call your name and where they come from. Good evening, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I do a salute from here.
They pick up.
Thank you. Now, Pastor Jack, the call. Biafrans are the Greek now. God bless all of you. Happy New Year to everybody. Just make I took my mouth small. God will help us this New Year. The Biafra will come in our own time.
2020 don't pass, but 2021 no go pass without we getting Biafra. One thing where they happen to us now, the oppressors, the Fulani people, we get oppressors outside, we also get the oppressors inside. All the governors, almost all the governors in Biafra land, they be part of the Fulani people. They are also part of the oppressors. And also some of the people who they among us, we know they follow the gospel or what we would do to restore Biafra. But this year will be year of cleansing for this restoration project. And God will help us. We don't go stand one place, they watch and they complain, breathing, they do us this and they go. They don't start to mine good for naught. Everywhere in a British state. So we must design a way how we use deal with it. Enemies both within and without, how we use deal with them. By the time we finished with them and with I just say make I come check my man small. I still got that place when I did inside him. I saw it in my man this evening, say I just talk. Thank you very much. As Alozie.
Thank you. You talk well. Now them, for the thing where you get, now make them go kill you. Then go kill you to get to the thing where Chukwu give you. And now them, you the worship. Call her your name and where they come from.
Hello.
Good morning, you there for go ahead.
Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning.
And well done for your program and your contribution to our freedom. Anyway, I just want to let the old Biafrans where the United States of America and all IPOB members say they want to get meeting we could come up on the 9th of this month for Zoom, and they don't bring out the ID number and password to the Zoom. So every Biafran with the US supposed to participate for this Zoom meeting as regards our Eastern Security Network where our leader Mazi and the Kanu form to protect our people from all these herdsmen where they rape and kill our people for our farmland. So anybody where they interested to join the Zoom, they can call this number 601-818-0569. I repeat, 601-818-0569, so that we will pass the Zoom meeting ID and password to them where they could enter that meeting on the 9th of January this month. Then secondly, again, all Biafrans where they within the shores of Mississippi, they get the opportunity now to enter the family, IPOB family, we already done begin from Mississippi. The same number where they could call to get every information on how they could enter the family. Now, 601-818-0569. I repeat, 601-818-0569. Thank you, Mazi, for your good work. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless us and bless IPOB family. He said,
There were. The call number now +1 484 7670 0848 +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where they call from. Caller, your name and where they call from.
Mazi, good morning. I'm so sorry, sir. I did disturb you too much. I beg you, don't kill me.
No
don't kill me, man.
I'm not going to kill you. I love you.
Thank you, my brother. My name now, Mazi, my man Ugonye Jaka. Now me be the PRO of IPOB. And I reside here for Washington. I come up from Amibo there for law, Amibo now home of the Tiger, and Amibo now home of King Jaja. But I thank you again, and I thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, for all his efforts. So Mazi, the thing where I want point out, you get the thing where I've been find out. Now this is now my first time of finding this. That one be said, I know no say na Muhammad Buhari, now him be the leader of the largest Fulani Cultural Association. The name where they call him be said Tabita Polaku International. That is the largest Fulani Cultural Association up to today. Okay, as him don't die. So now even make everything where they go for Nigeria, they go. Nobody knows say now Fulani where these people they work for. Okay, and the company said that all the northern Muslim dominate Nigerian officers corps. You know, the Nigerian army officers corps. Now all the northern Muslim Fulanis dominate. Go and research it. So the thing why make I just want to point out this in now be say for all the so-called politicians were there for Biafra land, for all the governors were there for Biafra land, make they know say the agenda na Fulani occupation of our land. And I thank God for Nnamdi Kanu and for the inspiration where God give him. So now as he there, the Eastern Security Network is the only life where we get. Now it be the only thing we go save our life, the life of our children to come. So anybody where they against Eastern Security Network, anybody where they encourage us with the play politics, that means that those people know like our existence in that land. Make them know the history and make them know where we there now. As we don't enter this stage where we there, this 2021, and God come make say Biafra don't come for the last year where we established the Eastern Security Network. Believe me, there is no going back. Either all of us die or the Biafra will be restored. So the thing where I want to ask my brother, say, please, make you put your money where your mind there. Make you put your money where your life there. And that is the Eastern Security Network. Donate, because these Eastern Security people, they know they sleep. They can't when they sleep for your house. They know they sleep. They walk out every bush. They walk out everywhere. When you just sleep, they awake. But remember, say they get the picking where they go take care of. They get the wife where they go take care of. And then they get the necessary thing where they go use to protect you. Now you make I they beg you. This one not be saying now politics as usual. This one not be saying Biafra or IPOB. This one not the existence of the Eastern people. Remember the last time 1967, 1970, the thing what happened. Even when you go for data, they don't care whether you be Delta Ibo or Sansato or whatever you are. They just their intention is to massacre. So the thing why they beg you, please, Eastern Security Network, donate. Again, please, I want to make you listen to the thing where our coordinator for Washington DC here will be Chief Owefi. Then he talks say we have the Zoom meeting where go come for night of this January. The Zoom meeting go start from 5 p.m. in the evening, and everybody go call in. So please make you call in so that all of us, any Biafra, IPOB or non-IPOB, call in, make all of us, talk on how we go support this Eastern Security Network. Again, if you want to do your donation, I beg you, go to our website, IPOBinusa.org. IPOBinusa.org. When you go there, you will see where they say donate. If you donate through there, that is good. And if you want to pay through the Zelle, the only thing what you could do is say, go to IPOB in USA NA at yahoo.com. Or just go to our website because I know say my mouth don't shake like this. Anyway, Mazi, I don't know anything where I want to talk. God bless you. God bless Nnamdi Kanu, and God bless Biafra. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, Mr. Shaky. Thank you. Our people, they talk. Our people, they shout. Mazi Onyejaka, you they do well. You they do properly well. Our people. No, now we they talk. No, now we they talk. No, now go wake up. Now we go wake up. If people say I go die, I go say no, we not go die. The resources were there for your land. Now in where they want. Now make them want kill you. And as Fulani they stay and they dig them gold. They can't take you, hold you for your blockage, for your oil. And now make them want make you die. Now make them want to your land. And they be Oyibo servants. And your people, your brothers, they follow them. They make sure say you die. To make sure say you no go reach anywhere. And so then they take your brother. They do the same thing. Your brother, your father, your so-called governor, tell you say Fulani man better pass you. You dey swallow him properly. No na dey clap hand for him. Now where your hand they say we can get so. Whether they die or they live. Now we kill. Now we then go follow. Now them be same people will tell you say before you go kill Fulani man, you go kill them first. Now who born dog? Now who born dog? You be say we dey here and do something, or we not dey here and not do anything. Anyway we do them, now we dey lose. Anyway we do them, now we dey lose. So we no get anything left than to tie our mburu, tie your cloth, tie them properly, and get ready. Make you well godo, well and properly, and get ready. If it's not Chinese umba, you ready? Now you go determine how your future will be. How the future of your children will be. Now you bring them for the world. If you want to make them be servant through their generation, that now your problem. That now your wahala. Now you curse them. And when they're going to curse you for the thing what you do, make sure say history put them for record say now you look at them, not them cause them the weakest. Now there go begin to deny yourself name say I not be wicked, I not be Nyanwodo, I not be Obiano, I not be this, I not be that. And you not go change your name, change the letters. Our people now here we go end them more. Now we think they happen. We go there for 8 tomorrow. Now we be the Biafrans. Now we be the target. Now we go save ourselves. So now here I go end them. Make we wake up. Make you listen to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. The thing we no do, how come now you go do them? You no take bribe. You no deny you. How come you dey take bribe? How come you dey deny your people? Now who born a monkey? People we not the shame. Shame go shame them.
Get it online on your mobile. This is IPOB Community Radio. Radio Biafra, the first and the last.
Nikki Ebony, thank you for joining us again. Okay, we are now live on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube. So we're ready. He's here. He's so efficient. Mazi Nandi Kanu is here already. No time to waste at all. Wow. Good evening, my brother. Good evening.
Good evening to you. Good evening to you, my dear brother. Should I call you Kabiesi or Oba or which one are you, or Chief? Which one is your title?
Well, I have many titles. I have an Igbo title. Onuneko, one of Etiti Mboko.
Wow. That's good. So you're a chief in my
I'm a chief.
Thank you.
But I'm simply delayed tonight because this is a job. So I'm simply delayed tonight.
You're a very humble man. You're a very humble man. Thank you very much.
Your title. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, we have our usual protocol here. And the protocol is that we allow you to introduce yourself to our viewers so that there will be no mistake about it. It's coming straight from the horse's mouth. Please feel free. Don't be in a hurry. Take all the time in the world. Instagram is very generous.
That's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so please go ahead. I want you to go.
What's your position? Good. My name is Mazi Nandi Kanu. I lead the indigenous people of Biafra, and also I am the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. And my job and my duty is to serve the people of Biafra up until the restoration of the stolen sovereignty of Biafra land is restored, and also to an extent to also serve Nigerian youths as well. I think since the whole protest started, we have been serving them very diligently every morning and every evening, and it is something that we should be able to continue into the foreseeable future or until all the demands made by the young people are met by Asarok.
Could you tell us about your background, your parentage, schools attended, and all that, please?
Schools attended, my background is quite simple. My late parents, His Royal Majesty Ezekiel Okano, and my mom as well, Lolo Mbeme, Ugeze, Lolo Mbeme Kukano. And I went to Lab Avenue Primary School, which was a model primary school in Umuahia, arguably one of the finest. And then I attended the best secondary school in the world, I believe, Fisher High School, then named Government College Umuahia, the same alma mater as Chinua Achebe, Kensira Wiwa, and Sipone Kwensi, and a whole host of other people who have gone on to at least make an indelible mark in our consciousness, if not in our society. And then from there, I went to University of Nigeria in Nsukka, where I spent about 2 years, and they weren't doing anything that I felt enhanced my ability to understand what I was there for. I had to travel to England, where I studied politics and economics at now London Metropolitan University. I've worked in various capacities. I'm actually the owner of Alpha Phoenix Consulting Limited in the UK, which is a consultancy firm, an economic development consultancy firm. I did actually work with a lot of people like Genesis and all the rest of them, where I held managerial positions until my calling. And that calling is to help restore the kingdom of God on the face of this very earth. And that's what we've been doing for very many years now.
Fantastic. So growing up, who were your heroes, your mentors?
I think my father was number one. Only two people in my life have seriously impressed me. One was my dad, that I was very close to, that I learned a lot of things from. We never actually spoke that very often, but I used to sit around and watch him conduct his counsel, the way he adjudicated in cases and the things that he did, and most of the morals that he left me with. I remember on one occasion I asked my father, why is it that even after Sunday service, when we get back home, normally if I go to my friend's house and you ask after their father, they'll tell you that their dad is sleeping or doing something of that sort. But in my house, any time there's a knock on the door, my father will encourage us to open the door. And I kept wondering why. And he said, if you have nothing to hide, then you should be able to answer every knock on the door. That is why you need to keep your hands very clean. And throughout my life, apart from the time that these criminals, these savages came to my house, the police had never been to my house or the army with a hostile intent. Operation Pattern Dance on the 14th of September of 2017 was the very first time in my entire life that the army or the police entered my house with intention either to enforce the law or to kill or to arrest or to pillage or to destroy. The very first time. So my father was number one. The second person is Thomas Sankara, the late Thomas Sankara, because of how he managed to turn Burkina Faso around from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, and the miracle he was able to perform. For the very first time in living memory, it was demonstrated that should black people put their minds to something, they can make something out of nothing. From being a basket case, they became the largest exporter of food across West Africa under the, should I say, the leadership of this brilliant and very brave young man, Thomas Sankara. So just those two people.
Okay, fantastic. I think before we continue, it would be nice for me to ask if this is the real Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or the cloned one.
I can pull my ear for you. You can see I'm trying to exert as much pressure as I can. The clown in Asorok has 2 ears. I only have one. You can see my glasses. I can take it off. You can see there is no other appendage anywhere behind this one. It's only one. I can pull my nose for you. You know it is me. In fact, I can even bring, if you'll pardon me, I have here with me the mask that everybody has to wear these days. You can see that my ear is not bent, is it? You can see that it's normal, it's not bent. But the clown in Asorok, when he's wearing his own mask, you see that his ear will be bent, like that. Mine is not bent. So it is the real me. And of course, I have this mark here and it's unmistakable.
Yes, I just wanted to establish that you are alive because I read somewhere that you were dead. And so I wanted to be sure I'm not making history by talking to a dead man in heaven.
Not at all. I'm here live with you on this program.
Fantastic. So could you tell me some of the books that you read that might have influenced you? I don't want to say radicalized you. I would say influenced you.
Growing up was, as with most of my peers, is Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart. That is number one. Because it reminded us of who we are, where we are coming from, and where we should be heading to. So that very book was pivotal in shaping my understanding of my people and what needs to be done to rectify the damage that colonialism had done to our people. The second one I would say is Alex Haley's Roots. Again, in that very book, it reminded me or reinforced the need for the Republican zeal that burns in each and every Biafran, that we see ourselves as equal before any other race around the world, and our belief, cardinal belief, that all men are created equal before God. Given the heroic sacrifice those people made at Savannah in Georgia in America many, many centuries back. I also read Leon Uris's Exodus. It is about the Jewish Holocaust and the reestablishment of the State of Israel. Again, a very decent pointer towards where Biafra should be heading to. Those three books, Things Fall Apart, Alex Haley's Roots, and Leon Uris's Exodus. They're my three favorite books here.
I've read a lot about your religious beliefs, but could you tell us about your faith?
I worship the one true God in heaven that incidentally every religion on this earth believes, or should I say, worship as well. I believe I am a follower of Yeshua, Jesus Christ. I believe I worship where Jesus worshipped. I worship the same God that Jesus Christ worshipped. I praise the same God that Jesus Christ praised. And one of my favorite prayers actually was the prayer that Jesus prayed when he was asked to teach the disciples how to pray. And he said, "Our Father who art in heaven," which goes to confirm the supremacy of Almighty God in heaven, bar none, the name above all names. And it is exactly the religion of my forefathers. My ancestors worshipped God and God alone. We answer Wachuku. From the names we give our children, we glorify God. And if you go to my village right now, all you hear about Ikechuku or the Nakachuku, everything is about God. So I don't need to be tutored or to be told by anybody who God is, because God is ever present in our lives, and that is the God that I worship. Sometimes people tend to mistake it because the only modern interpretation of that very religion is Judaism. The only modern interpretation of this ancient religion is modern day Judaism. So that is why I tend to gravitate towards Judaism. But as I said, I am a follower of the teachings of Jesus Christ. But I practice Judaism in the main.
I was privileged to meet the late Chief Chukwuemeka Odumego Ojukwu in his lifetime. In fact, Ovation had exclusive access to his wedding, to his wife, Lady Bianca. What was your relationship with him? Did you ever meet him? And did you draw inspiration whatsoever from him?
Yes, he is our eternal leader. And that was the title that I gave to him in recognition of the very stellar work that he did, trying to save a people that didn't want to be saved. And also, I had come in contact with him in London. We invited himself, Peter Obi Chekwasobere, to come to London. That was in the year 2002, if I'm not mistaken. And I consider it an honor that where he stayed, the hotel he stayed in London, I paid for it. So I had sat with him on a few occasions and benefited from his immense counsel. The reason why we want to honor him by restoring Biafra. And only then will the whole world know in how much esteem we actually hold him. To us, he's an icon. To us, he's our Moses. To us, he is the forebearer. To us, he is everything. And Ojukwu to us, it means a whole lot more than people can ever imagine. And the few times that I sat with him and he spoke, he said a lot of things. In fact, the role that the British played during the war, he was the one that made me to actually realize what they did and the need for us to be very careful. The journalists that were interviewing him, especially from BBC, in their typewriters were, should I say, listening devices that were transmitting everything Ojukwu was saying all the way back to London. And that made it possible for them to sabotage that very effort, or should I say, to undermine it, especially what transpired at Aburi, that we now have the tapes and records of. So I sat with him and I discussed with him, and it was very, very informative, very, very fruitful, and I learned a lot from him, something that will continue to guide me as we proceed on this very important and critical journey towards the restoration of Biafra.
Fantastic. Now we'll get to the area of my bazookas. Now it's time to fire a few bazookas at you. You've been seen by many as waging a war against your country, Nigeria, by seeking a Biafra nation. What led to your decision?
First of all, Nigeria is not my country. I was born a Biafran. My birth certificate reads Biafra, and no one has ever changed that. The fact that I was at some point or the other in possession of a Nigerian passport does not actually confer upon me their citizenship. I saw the Nigerian passport as a mere travel document because my birth certificate issued at the time of my birth reads Biafra. Nobody of a sane mind will condone or accept what is happening in Nigeria. I believe that genuine attempts have been made in the past to try to remedy the wreck that Nigeria is today, but there was a palpable unwillingness on the part of the powers that be to do something about it. I detest suffering and pain. I hate to see people suffer. I hate to see people in pain. The only thing that propels me, the only thing that drives me towards this very agitation is not born out of hatred for anybody, but a desire to test freedom in our time. Nigeria was not constructed by a Yoruba man. If it were, I would have perhaps accepted. Nigeria was not created by a Fulani man. If that was the case, who knows, I may accept. Nigeria was not created by a Hausa man either. It wasn't created by a Nupe man. It wasn't created by a Gwari man. Never created by a Jukun man. Nigeria was not created by an Ijo man. Not created by an Ibibio man. Nigeria was created by a white man and named by a white woman. The name Nigeria means awful, bad, evil. It means nigger, which is a swear word, is a slur in America. If a white person calls a black person nigger, they might end up in jail. Then why should I answer a name that is abhorrent before God and before man? Nobody came from all these ethnic groups. They never got together to say, as from today our name should be Nigeria. A white man determined that. I cannot go to England and say to English people, I want to rename Liverpool. I want to give it another name. I'm sure they'll think I'm mentally, unstable and put me in jail. Now the problem is this. Why should Africans accept the name Nigeria? It doesn't mean anything in Yoruba language, doesn't mean anything in Hausa language, doesn't mean anything in Igbo language. But yet we are Africans. So I see it as a relic, or should I say a vestige of racism. I see Nigeria as an abomination, not just before God, but before man as well. Those with common sense, that is the reason why I like Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara changed the name from Upper Volta that had no meaning to Burkina Faso. Now, I wonder why educated, very savvy and enlightened Nigerians cannot see it. You have half of Yoruba land in Benin Republic. Some are in Togo. For over 20 years, I have been a very vocal advocate of a Yoruba nation that will also encompass the Yorubas in Benin Republic and those in Togo, because they are Yoruba people. Wouldn't that be very wonderful? Why should white people come from Europe and decide that some Yorubas should be Togolese, some should be from Benin Republic, and some should be from Nigeria? You're a Yoruba man. What do you have in common with a Kanuri man? Absolutely nothing. But I can tell you, you have something in common with a Yoruba man in Togo. You have something in common with a Yoruba man in Benin Republic. Why should you see a Kanuri man as your fellow citizen in Nigeria and not a Yoruba man who lives just a stone throw from Badagry? So these are the anomalies that Africans need to sit down to address. That is why we have arrested development. That is why nothing seems to be working. Because the convergence of these diverse value systems from the core Arewa North, from the West and from the East is making it impossible for Nigeria to function as a viable state. And that is a recognition that we must at this very point in time be able to address as educated people. Not that I hate Nigeria. I hate the name. I despise it with a passion. If you allow me, I wouldn't exist tomorrow morning. Anybody who answers or addresses him or herself as a Nigerian is a product of neocolonialism, not something that I am prepared to accept, because Nigeria never existed until Flora Shaw gave her that name, Nigeria. Before that, you had Oduduwa. Before that, you had Biafra. Before that, you had Crown Empire, and all these wonderful and weird civilizations. Now, a white man cannot come from Europe and then create an identity for me. Only God in heaven can do that. And I can give an identity to my dog. The only thing you can name are your children and your pets. They are not our fathers. They are Caucasians. We are black Africans. They have no right being in Africa and giving us names. And that I will never ever accept.
Military and security experts have said it is impossible for any country to fight 2 civil wars without monumental repercussions. Have you considered this, and what lessons did you learn from the last Nigerian civil war?
The lessons that I will learn from the last war, if I can begin by addressing your last question, is that we should not have given up. Even though we were overawed as a result of a global conspiracy of unprecedented proportions, Biafra-Nigeria war was the Third World War. Because in that war, if you leave Nigeria and Biafra alone, Biafra would defeat Nigeria anytime, any day. Pound for pound, Biafra would defeat Nigeria anytime, any day, and I make bold to say this. But Britain got involved. They imposed a no-fly zone over Biafra land. They imposed air, land, and sea blockade to stop us from getting food and arms. But they went behind the back of the world to negotiate with Russia to supply arms to go on. They even brought in Egyptian pilots to fly their planes for them. Nigeria has never won any war in its history. Ordinary Boko Haram, they are begging Niger, they are begging Chad, they are begging Cameroon to help them. They have never won any war. The only thing they specialize in doing is killing civilians, as they did at Lekki Tollgate. That's what they can do. Nigeria has never fought any war. An army is meant to go out to win territories for the country that it claims is coming from. The same way that Lugard led an expeditionary force to come to create Nigeria for the crown in Britain. Nigerian soldiers have not done that before. Anywhere they go, they're humiliated and they come back. So I wouldn't actually see, I wouldn't describe what transpired between 67 to 70 as a Biafra-Nigeria war. Is Biafra versus the whole world. The United States was ambivalent. They never actually, should I say, participated as they should. Britain was there running the whole show. They destroyed Aburi Accord, destroyed the agreement reached between Ojukwu and Gowon. They came back and they instigated a war. That was all they did. There was nothing. I wouldn't see it as a war. And I want to let Nigeria understand this. There is that tendency, that what I call the Fulani Janjaweedism, there is that tendency to intimidate, that tendency to terrorize, that tendency to subdue, overrule, and then conquer people. It is not going to happen in our time. They will try, but they will fail. The more they focus their attention in the east, the more the terrorists that they themselves bred in the north will overrun them there. So I am not in any way, shape, or form either phased or overawed. They will come again because it's in their nature, and this time around they'll be roundly defeated.
Well, I think with due respect to our men and women of armed forces, I believe they are well rated. I visited them in Liberia. I visited them in Sierra Leone. In Liberia, we were controlling 10 out of 15 counties. In Sierra Leone, in fact, we actually lost one of our brigadiers, and the Sierra Leoneans are eternally grateful to us, because but for the support from Nigeria, both countries, I don't know what would have happened to them. In fact, at the time, Professor Adeniji was the head of UNANSIL in Sierra Leone. I think it would be unfair to describe our military as weak. It is possible, yes, that they got support from somewhere else. Of course, there are allies. That's why you had NATO. In fact, it's one of the reasons a lot of people are angry with America under Trump, that he has virtually collapsed the relationship, military ties to other countries. So I'll leave it at that. But then I want to go to the next question. The Igbos are obviously marginalized in the political configuration of Nigeria, but they have done extremely well globally in business, in sciences, in commerce, and so on. Won't they risk a lot of these spectacular achievements if you decide to go the way you want to go?
I should have thought that your question should be along the line of, had those people been in Nigeria, don't you think that Nigeria would be a better place? For instance, but it's never happened and will never happen for the following reasons: resentment, envy, and the need for the Fulani Janjaweed Caliphate to dumb down the standard of excellence so that everybody can become an Alumajiri. That's exactly what I have done. I am not shocked nor surprised that we are recording not just, Igbo people or Biafrans, but Yorubas are doing something as well all over the place. It's there. What I then want to ask people is this: why is it that we cannot wake up one morning and hear that there is one Fulani mathematician in Florida doing very well, maybe working for NASA? Why is it that we have not woken up one morning to hear there is one Fulani man or woman voted in as a mayor or as a parliamentarian somewhere in Europe? It will never ever happen, because that is not their orientation. That is not how they were brought up to see society. The recognition of people's skills and talent is a prerequisite for the driving of any progressive society. That hasn't happened in Nigeria, because if you're not from the north, may God help you. Why is Nigeria suffering today? Nigeria is suffering because of successive regimes of mediocrity and sub-standardization, for the simple reason that people do things based on ethnicity. People want to protect their tribe. Even if they're performing very badly, they want their tribe to become preeminent. And in the process, those men and women who are skilled, who are well-read, who are well-learned, they get forgotten. And then, of course, they travel abroad, and you can see their excellence come to the fore. And that's exactly what has been happening. What we are saying is that once we have Biafra, they will all come back home, and Biafra will quite rightly become the light of Africa and black people all over the world. Because without Biafra, black Africa will keep floundering, and there can never be any progress.
I'm sure you know that politics is a game of number. And it has been theorized that the domination you complain about of the, what you call the Fulani hegemony, has been made possible because of the lack of unity amongst the peoples of North Central, Southeast, South-South, and Southwest. And that if they unite, they will be able to end the perpetual dominance of the so-called Northern oligarchy. Do you agree?
100%. And that was why some of us threw our weight behind our children. Some people say, refer to me as a youth, but I'm not. I'm a very old man. I may look young, but I'm a very old man. Now, the reason why we supported our young people was because for the first time in living memory, we managed to bridge that divide, to bring everybody closer around an issue that is of importance and concern to all these people. Were you not surprised when, following what transpired on the 20th of this very month, the same people that have failed and will continue to fail, the same leadership structure, or should I say the same cozy boys club that they formed, if your father is passing on, he will hand you over to the next buffoon to groom you. in this politics of mediocrity that you find in Nigeria. Were you not surprised and shocked that the same people managed, or should I say succeeded, in introducing the tribal and ethnic dimension into what we are doing? Those of us in the South, I am proud of the should I say, the understanding that those of us in the East have with our Yoruba brothers in the West, and of course, as time goes on, also Middle Belt. There is now a recognition that we are our own worst enemies. In Katsina State, there are other tribes other than Hausa and Fulani. In Katsina. In Bauchi, the same thing. All across the north. It is not a homogeneous society. The only thing that binds them together is just their language. Underneath, if you scratch the surface, you will begin to see a lot of, they have more ethnic groups in the north than you have in the south. Many more in the north than you have in the south. But over the years, the Fulani oligarchy have managed to should I say, moderate their differences. And despite what is going on underneath, they have always succeeded in presenting this united front for the north. Anytime we try that in the south, they bring in what people are referred to as professional gossipers. They bring in people who will always do their best to divide us, because the north understands. Any day the Igbo and the Yoruba put their differences behind them, get their acts together, for goodness sake, Nigeria will be a better place. Everybody knows that very well. So in order not to allow that to happen, they now appoint, or should I say, rig our governors into office. They go to Ohanese, they bribe a few people to go to Afanifere, they identify one or two people to, should I say, to groom, to do their dirty jobs for them. And what is that dirty job? You saw it in full view and in full display on the 20th. People that claim they went to school. People that claim they are senior advocates. People that claim they're enlightened were the ones that introduced the tribal and ethnic dimension into that very successful protest. And you can see where we are today. They are rejoicing in the north. They're having fun in the north. That thing they have always done, once again they have done it, but of course they cannot break us. This time around, we just want to let them understand this. The unity between the Igbos and the Yorubas is deeper than EndSARS protest. It is far more fundamental than they can even imagine.
Now, is Biafra your only option, or you are willing to work with other so-called oppressed peoples to form a union like it is in the United Arab Emirates?
Everything depends on what the people want. I am a Democrat. I am a Republican by genetic disposition. Anything the people want is what they're going to get. My dream and my mission is Biafra. Let's say during a referendum, people decide we want to be, yes, Biafra is good. We can answer Biafra within a union that comprises of Middle Belt, of Oduduwa and Biafra with a new name. Who am I to say no? I'm a Democrat. Whatever the majority decides is what I'm going to do. But as for us, we are pursuing Biafra. And I will also help the Oduduwa people to pursue the Oduduwa Republic. I will help the Middle Belt to do the same. But one thing is paramount. Should our people decide at a referendum or plebiscite to say we want to maintain a semblance of union with Oduduwa and the Middle Belt, who am I to say no? I am a Democrat and I will go with it. But my primary concern now is the restoration of Biafra.
An audio surfaced recently, I think about 2 weeks ago. It was sent to me by a family member, in which we heard your voice, directing your operatives to hit certain targets in Lagos. What led to this in a state that has really embraced the Igbo people of Southeast and South extractions? If that was your voice, do you regret the action, and are you willing to apologize for it?
It is my voice, but what I said was caught and joined together to suit the very message or narrative that our detractors were, should I say, determined to peddle. If you listen to the whole broadcast that I made, you will find out that that very audio that those people, those charlatans put out there in the public domain is not exactly what I intended. But I have said this before and allow me to repeat. If by making the pronouncement that I made on that very day that I was misunderstood, or that the true intentions of what I was wishing or willing to convey was somehow misconstrued, then I apologize for it. Because I believe that it is very, very important that we understand this. I wouldn't want to do anything, either knowingly or unknowingly, to inflame passions in the West. I wouldn't wish to do anything that would cause my Yoruba brothers and sisters alike to think, should I say, to become jittery about what our true intentions are. You made reference to your operatives. I was addressing Nigerian youths right across Nigeria, not just in Lagos. And given the heat of the moment, people were being massacred. I'm not sure that most of those commentators and apologists for Asarok have had their homes invaded before. When Fela speaks, you can hear the way that Fela speaks all the time about Nigeria Army and Nigeria Police. Why? Because Fela was a witness when his house was invaded. And the mother died as a result of it. There's something happened to me. As a result of Nigeria military invasion of my house, my father is dead and my mother is dead as well. So when people like us with a first-hand experience of the brutality of a very primitive security architecture in a country as backward as Nigeria, you can then begin to appreciate where we're coming from. If I spoke out of turn, if people who listened to what I said misunderstood the true intentions behind the words that I uttered that night, then I do unreservedly apologize, because nobody can divide the Yorubas and the Igbos anymore. It's not going to happen. They will try, but they will not succeed. That I can assure them. What is of concern to us is that those responsible for the slaughter of those people are held responsible. The same way, I hasten to add, that those who are responsible for the murder that we ordered today going on in Obigo will be held accountable. They will and must be held accountable. I do apologize if I offended anyone, but no offense was intended in the first place. I gave an order to Nigerian youth right across the board to do what they did because the Nigerian state is evil. They believe in killing their own children. They believe in suppressing free speech. They believe in breaking up peaceful assembly with the use of force. That type of nonsense must come to an end. And they must be taught a lesson, and that was exactly what we did.
Okay, let me confess that it was actually that audio that led me to looking for you. You see, I believe that journalists must help their nation to understand some certain people and personalities like yourself. And I want to say at this stage that I'm sending my special thanks to two people. One of them I can mention publicly, the other would not want me to mention him. And the first is Femi Panikaude, my very dear friend and brother. I contacted him because I knew there is a special bond between the two of you. And he contacted someone else who contacted you. And I want to say thank you to both of them so they know themselves. What is the relationship between you and Femi that every time I see that you are in the same direction?
He is very brave. He is urbane. He is polished and very erudite. He is a scholar and a conscientious one at that. You know, in Nigeria, you have scholars, people who just study for the sake of it, people who just read for the sake of it. He practicalizes what he understands to be humanity. And that is why I love him and respect him and I call him a brother. He epitomizes what any intellectual should aspire to be. You intellectualize that is very true or very good, and then you must have a human side to yourself. He is de-tribalized, as you well know, and I'm sure that in time to come, he will have a very great role to play, if not in Ududuwa, but also in Biafra. If Biafra were to come tomorrow, I will take him. And I'm sure that he will have a lot to contribute in making Biafra a better place for everybody to be in. So I have not only love for him, but also have regard for him.
Now, I'm sure you are aware that there are efforts to start a movement that will bring the Yorubas and the Igbos together and closer. Are you willing to play a major role in that union?
Yes, we are doing ours on the ground. You saw the protest on the 1st of October right across the world, Yoruba One Voice and IPOB. So we are doing ours. That was why I categorically stated, and without any equivocation, that the bond between the Yorubas and the Igbos can no longer be broken by anybody. They will thrive, but they will fail. It can't be broken anymore. So I am more than willing and able to serve in whatever capacity that is required of me to make sure that these two great nations pilot the affairs of black people in Africa going forward. Because without them, Africa is doomed, more or less.
Now, I will plead with you to take the next question very softly. Because as a Christian, I believe my faith teaches me to render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's. So which means I respect constituted authority. My question is about your best friend, our president and commander. Now, you propounded this theory of a cloned man, and that our current president is a Sudanese man called Jibril. Do you agree that your information might have been wrong, and you are also willing to apologize to him for that error? Anybody can make a mistake.
No, not at all. Buhari is dead and buried in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. Aisha Buhari was there. She came back from what they called a lesser Hajj. She was wearing black. She was mourning. If you look at the pictures that were circulated at that point in time, you will see the smug, or should I say, the forlorn faces of northern governors. A minute silence was held at the AU for a late Buhari. Even Her Britannic Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, also penned a condolence message to the people of Nigeria before the cabal took over and asked her to rescind it, which she did. Buhari is dead, and I'm prepared to stake Biafra on it. If you, Dele Momodu, can go and prove to me, I'm not asking you to do anything too complex. If you can go and ask this man you call Buhari, whoever it is in Asorok, to come outside, don't do very much, address a panel of Nigerian youths, maybe 20 of them, and speak Buhari's mother tongue, which is Fulfude. I will give up Biafra, I will apologize to him, and I will submit myself to any authority on this earth to do with me as they please. There is no Buhari. Jibril was there. Jibril followed Abba Kyari to Cuba and ran away from there and never came back. The man you have now in Asorok is from Niger Republic. His name is Yusuf Abubakar Muhammad. That's his name. Yusuf Abubakar Muhammad. Even Shekau knows who he is personally and was mentioning his name as well. It is not Buhari. The old Buhari that you and I know, the country cannot be burning and he will restrict himself to only 12 minutes of edited broadcast. Impossible. Impossible. Anybody that knows Buhari, even if he's dying, he must speak because he fought in his own understanding to keep Nigeria one. Anything that impacts or threatens the territorial cohesion and integrity of Nigeria, the old Buhari, in fact, he'll be in Lagos. The old Buhari will be in Lagos, I'm telling you. But this little, have you not seen him? With his fresh hands of a 35-year-old. He cannot wear this. He cannot wear this. Because if he wears this, his ear will bend. Because it's rubber. Silicon. We know about AI technology. It's deep fake. Please Google it. You're a media man, you must know this. I can replicate this very interview with your face showing us having this conversation, but it is not you. You also saw that some eagle-eyed investigators managed to discover that there was actually a microphone, a loudspeaker on the table. It's everything that they claimed that Buhari was saying was coming from a loudspeaker. From a loudspeaker. Very, very sad indeed. These are the things that the world must understand and come to terms with. That the person you are calling Buhari is not Buhari, and I can stake my life on it. If he comes out tomorrow and takes, or should I say, address any press interview live, without Garba who doing this, telling people to cut. If he can come out tomorrow, a panel of journalists will, not journalists because some of them are corrupt, youths will address him. There and then you will know that Buhari is no more. There is no Buhari. No country. How can you have a country you claim you're proud of, and that country is run by 10-minute video recorded every 4 months? What sort of country is that? Every 4 months you issue a pre-recorded video to address 200 million people. What an insult. What an insult. In a time of crisis, there is COVID-19, people are agitating, they're very restive. The only thing you can do is 10 minutes video. Laughable and absolutely absurd. And no sensible person should be able to tolerate it. Buhari is dead, and I stake my life on it.
Please don't stake your life on it, because I am very, very convinced that he is alive. I have been meeting Buhari since 2010. Okay? And the last time I met him was 2 years ago inside Aso Rock with a former president of Africa. I met him, we interacted, he cracked jokes with me, he even said that he seems to have added weight. I am telling you that I am not foolish not to know the person I've been seeing for 10 years. I've worked closely with him on his campaign, and yes, you could have your theory why you think. You see, my own theory is different. Because he was very sick, a lot of people thought that he would die, and God restored his life. And I think that is why you think he is dead. I am personally convinced that he's alive. I believe that a man like President Olusegun Obasanjo will not go and hold any meeting with a cloned president of Nigeria. If I can't vouch for any other person, I know that Obasanjo will never agree. He will talk.
There is a saying where I come from, Dele. Ahunje could be a robber. If you see something that is greater than your farm, you sell your barn where your harvest of yam is, where you store your yam. Because that is the greatest thing that any Igbo man has in the olden days. If you see something that is greater than your farm, you sell your barn. And you could be a robber. They do not want to expose that the fact that Buhari is dead. Because everybody depends on the oil and gas coming from Biafra land. Without oil and gas, Nigeria will be worse than a banana republic. There will be nothing happening there. Nigeria runs what is called a rentier economy. You sell oil and gas to import everything you need, including toothpick, including indomie and pasta. So what is called the doctrine of stabilization. If you come out and you announce that Buhari is dead, There will be pandemonium everywhere. In fact, the US government feels that if they allow a precipitous collapse of Nigeria, it may impact the wider region. That is what the Africa desk at the State Department has been doing for very many years. So if you expose the fact that Buhari is dead, it will cause pandemonium and there will be regional destabilization. And you will have a whole load more of foreign terrorist groups to contend with. Now you have 7. Many more will come up. They do not want to turn northern Nigeria into another Yemen, Afghanistan, or Syria, or Somalia, for that matter. That is the only reason why they're keeping quiet. And everybody is hoping that she will make it to 2023 so that Aisha can go with the boyfriend and relax, because Buhari is dead. Absolutely dead and confirmed. Look at the hands of your, I can become a trained, you have seen that little boy they call Tagwe that used to mimic Buhari, speak the way that Buhari does, crack Buhari jokes. That little boy is an Igbo boy. They've not given him a Fulani girl to marry. You know that little boy called Tagwe, he's a comedian. He mimics Buhari. These things happen. People can mimic Obama. People can mimic whoever they want to mimic. There are expert actors who can do all of these things. But let me make this very clear to you. It's a very simple thing. I'm not asking for a DNA test anymore. If Buhari can hold a meeting, the man you call Buhari, with Nigerian youths to ask him questions and speak his mother tongue Fufude, then I will give up. But I can assure you categorically that you are one of those that they have deceived, but they cannot deceive us. It was a well choreographed, well planned, and executed with military precision. They knew what they were doing because Britain is in charge. Britain is in charge. The same way they took charge of the NSAS protest. You were there, you were watching. When British High Commissioner went to Lagos, did not see the Lagos State Governor, Petso Tinubu. Not up to 48 hours, the army came and started shooting. And now, as they say, the rest is history. The people controlling you are those that created you. The people that made you a Nigerian are those now in charge of your lives. You are not in charge of Nigeria. They are. And are the ones running the show. And maybe next week, you get another 10 minutes video recorded. The old Buhari couldn't have done that. Ask Obasanjo. How many times did you allow them to broadcast a recorded speech in a time of national crisis? How many times? Obasanjo will tell you no. Jonathan did something. Only this thing that they put up there. Now, I will ask you to put on your face mask. Put it on. Put on your face mask. Let us see. Do you have one with you?
Yeah.
Ask them to bring it for you. Put it on. Your ear will not bend. Your ear can never bend. It's impossible because you're a human being. You have cartilage in your ear. But if this ear is made of silicone, as the one that Aisha's boyfriend is wearing, once you put on mask, your ear will bend. Simple. And that is why we have common sense and brain. Keep asking yourself. They took a picture with Jonathan, with everybody, with Yemi Oshibajo. None of them had their ears bent. Only Buhari's ears were bent. Others were wearing the same mask. But only Buhari's ear was bent. Meaning that it's made out of rubber, silicone. He's not the person that's not Buhari can never ever be. Please go ahead.
Okay. So do you have a map for Biafra? Where will it start from and where will it end?
First of all, do you know that if I ask you now, Dele, how many states do you have Igbo people in Nigeria? How many states would you tell me? It's a simple question. You're a journalist.
I would say everywhere.
No. I mean where they are indigenous to. Where they come from. There could be Igbo people in Lagos. They're not from Lagos. They're Igbo people. If I ask you right now, how many states in Nigeria do you think that Igbo people are indigenous to? How many would you say? 5 Southeast states? After all, that is the Igbo territory. Is that what you would say?
Yes.
I have a surprise for you. It is 13. Igbo people are indigenous to 13 states of Nigeria. 13. As I told you, those who created Nigeria are in charge of Nigeria. And in order to weaken, to diminish, to render irrelevant every aspiration of an Igbo man, Britain decided to advise the Janjaweed Caliphate to keep redrawing the map until we now have only 5 states. Igbo people are in 13 states. And now let me answer your question. The map of Biafra starts from wherever women tie 2-piece wrapper and ends where they stop tying 2-piece wrapper. In other words, Biafra land starts from Kogi in the north, in Igala land, Idoma, Igede, all the way to Kodomikodo, Idu land, in Udo, and going down to Bakassi, after Cross River State, and to Bonny, and to Opobo in the south. All these are Biafran territories because if you go there, all the
13 states. I want the 13 states.
You want me to name for you the 13 states that make up?
Yes, please.
Kogi, are there Igbo people in Kogi? I'm sure the answer is yes.
Yes.
Indigenous. Are there Igbo people in Edo State? Yes. We agree. In Edo State, there are Igbo people. I'm not talking about Tubiaja, which is the Ishan. We'll come to that later. I'm even talking about a place called Igbo Akere. Igbo Akere. Are there Igbo people in Delta State? Yes. Are there Igbo people in Benue? In Benue State, I'm asking you, Izi community is in Benue State. They speak Igbo. The largest market you have in Benue belong to the Igbo communities in Benue State. Are there Igbo people in Cross River? Yes. The Sobo Igbo people are in Cross River. Are Igbo people in Akwa Ibom? Yes. E2 is in Akwa Ibom. There are Igbo people there. Are there Igbo people in River State? Are there Igbo people there? Of course there are. 90% of River State is Igbo. Are there Igbo people in Bayelsa? And you'll be shocked. YES is the answer. There are Igbo-speaking people inside Bayelsa itself till tomorrow morning. The same way you have Igbo people in Ondo. Are there Igbo people in all the 5? I've counted for you the 6 states that make up the so-called South-South. Imo, Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi.
Yeah, you've mentioned 9 now. 9 states. 1, 2, 3. Kogi, Edo, Benue, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Bayelsa, Ondo.
Have you added? No, not in Ondo. We're not in Ondo. Igbo is not in Ondo. What is in Ondo is Ijo. Ijo is in Ondo, not Igbo. But okay. Ijo is Biafra. And we'll get to that later. And then you add the 5 southeastern states. You have Imo, you have Anambra, you have Enugu, you have Ipob, you have Abia. Add all of them together.
Imo, Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia,
Enugu.
1, 2.
Add it to the other states.
Okay.
5 southeastern states.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think one is missing somewhere.
One cannot be 6 states. 6 states of the South, 5 states of the Southeast, then Kogi and Benue, and then you get 13. In all these places, you have. I'm not telling you about where they are trading, where they are doing business. People from there are Igbo. They are indigenous.
I think Kogi would agree to go with Biafra.
No, it's about a referendum. We are asking, what we're asking for is that part of Kogi where women tie 2-piece wrapper. That's all. Your mother will tell you where you come from. If you look at your mother when she dresses up to go to church or to go to a function and she's tying 2-piece wrapper, one on top of the other, then you know you're a Biafran. And that's what they do in Kogi, in Enugu State, in Benue State, in Cross River State, all the way down. We can go all the way down to Edo State. It is there till tomorrow morning.
Don't you think you are likely to hit the brick wall if you try to go expansionist, if I could put it that way?
I am an Igbo man. With all due respect, my dear brother, the Yorubas may be comfortable leaving Yoruba people in Togo and the Benin Republic and calling somebody from Sokoto State their brother. I don't intend to do that. Wherever you have Igbo people, they must be together as one. We are not leaving anybody behind. We cannot leave anybody behind. It was the Fulani Janjaweed and the British that caused this problem. You cannot come to my land, you take an Igbo community, you give them to Benue, you give them to Kogi, and you say they're from the north. Ohanezo may tolerate it, I will not tolerate it. I can't tolerate it. I am not going to leave one single Igbo community anywhere. They must be part of Biafra. They must be part of Biafra.
What happens? Let's say the other people that you are fighting get provoked and they decide to call your bluff and say, okay, Igbo people in Kaduna, in Katsina, in Sokoto to thy tent, O Israel. How will that fit into your plan?
Quite frankly,
before you answer, let me do it as a warning. And what if the Igbos in those places say they are not interested in joining you?
Hallelujah. We say good riddance. Everything we are doing is based on the consent of the people. There must be a referendum, or should I say referenda, which is the plural, right across the board. We are going to ask people, ethnicity by ethnicity, where they wish to belong. If they say we want to be part of the Janjaweed North, where once in a while you lose your daughter, your wife could be raped, oh well and good. We let them go. I am a Democrat. I'm not going to force anybody to do anything. And Biafra must come via a referendum. People must agree to it. We are not forcing anyone to do anything. Everything we are saying and doing is geared towards one outcome. A referendum. If they agree, fine. If they don't agree.
So who is going to organize this referendum that you've been talking about?
The United Nations will have to organize it at the right time. They will.
If it is not organized, what is your plan B?
We continue with civil unrest and civil disobedience, boycott of elections. As one of our great heroes said, we will boycott all boycottables until we get what we want. The British never wanted to leave Africa, but they did. Russia never wanted the Soviet Union to break up, but it did. Serbia never wanted Yugoslavia to break up, but it did. Sudan never wanted South Sudan. They never wanted South Sudan to be free. They are free today. Ethiopia never wanted, excuse me, Eritrea to be free, but today Eritrea is free. So that tells you all you need to know. It is not in their hands because you know what? Power belongs to the people. Anything we want is what we are going to get.
Once again, I want to ask this. Do you think this dream is realizable without a war? And are you prepared to fight another war?
This dream can be realized without a war. And let me put it this way. As soon as the people, the various ethnic groups in Nigeria realize what Nigeria means to each and every ethnic group, they will subscribe to our position. So it is realizable without a war. Before the white man came, let me ask you this, because it's an interview, which means you can ask me first and I can ask you. Before the white man came, was there any Nigeria? Before the white man came, did Nigeria exist? It's a simple question that I'm asking you. Did Nigeria exist before?
It didn't, no.
It didn't exist. Then why are African people, black people dying over something that they did not create? Did any Yoruba man create Nigeria? The answer is no. No Igbo man created Nigeria. No Hausa man did. No Fulani man did. No Kanuri man did. No Jukun man did. When you come to Nigeria, it's always a debate about it is our turn. It is our turn. It is our turn to rule. Now there are over 250 main ethnic groups in Nigeria. If you keep rotating the presidency every 8 years to each and every ethnic group, times 8 by 250. How many years are you going to get? So some people will die many times over. They will reincarnate many times over. The presidency hasn't come to them. Nigeria is a joke and an absolute mess. It was not created by black people. Therefore, it cannot be sustained by black people. I want to see an Africa where a Yoruba nation, a Yoruba mega nation extends from Togo all the way to Edo State. That's what I want. Because that is authentic Africa. I don't know why Africans are so beholden to something that is alien to them. Are you a white man? The lugard that created Nigeria is a white man. What are you doing as an African defending something that a white man created out of, should I say, a racist intent? Nigeria was an ordinary company, Royal Niger Company, an ordinary business venture that the British converted into a nation. And Africans are killing themselves trying to maintain something that a white man created. Sometimes I wonder what type of God made African people. I don't understand it. And that is why you have this neo-colonialism. That is why the British High Commissioner had to go to Tinubu to ask him, how do you end this protest? Because if this protest continues, you're jeopardizing our oil. Now the Kano can use it as an advantage to go and get Biafra. They ask the army to go in and kill people. You people are being ruled by your colonial masters. Your fate is not in your hand. You're in a country that is 60 years old, so to speak. There is no electricity. If I am a Nigerian, I can't come out and say I'm a Nigerian. I'll be ashamed of myself. For 60 years, you have no electricity. For 60 years, no good roads. For 60 years, no good schools. For 60 years, your politicians are traveling abroad for medical treatment. I ask you, what is there to be proud of about Nigeria? Name one thing you can be proud of. Name one thing. Is a question I'm asking you, Dele. Tell me one thing you can be proud of in Nigeria.
Nigerians are amongst the brightest people in the world, including the Igbo people, of which you are one. You are a very brilliant man. That is Nigeria in your DNA.
I was born a Biafran, not a Nigerian. Nigeria is a historical mistake.
Was there a birth certificate at that time that wrote Biafra on it?
Of course, yes. You want me to show you? I will show it to you. I can email it to you. It's not here with me right now. I can email it to you. My person is Biafra.
I don't mind.
I will email it to you. So you see, what I'm asking is, if Nigeria never existed until the white man came, why are you as a black African man defending it? What's a white man created? Why? When you have Yorubas in Benin Republic, Yoruba is in Togo, they speak your language, they eat your food, they dress the same way you do, you have the same culture, the same value system, the same orientation, and I'm asking you, and the white man came from Europe and said, oh, you are Yoruba from Togo, you speak French. You're Yoruba from Benin Republic, you're going to speak French. But you're Yoruba from Nigeria, you speak English. Are people not perturbed by that? That level of dehumanization, that level of subjugation. You see, the one thing that shocks me about Africa and their class of intellectuals is the fact that they are willing to swallow hook, line, and sinker anything the colonial master gives to them. And I've asked you this very question. Can you go to Europe and create a country as a black man? The answer is no. Then why must you accept what a white man is doing in Africa? Do you see why we are poor and very backwards? Do you see why Nigeria can never have 24 hours of electricity? Never, ever, ever, ever. Because the foundation is faulty. The orientation of Fulani Janja, people were protesting SARS killings in the south. Fulani people in the north were busy having fun and laughing and smiling. And you want to be in the same country with them. Your value system, your reasoning, your understanding, your orientation can never ever be the same. Never be the same. Why did Britain leave the EU? Then I'm asking you, are they not Christians? Are they not Democrats? Don't they believe in free trade and voting people in and voting them out? But then, why did Britain leave the EU? Why? The same Britain that left the EU is asking me not to leave Nigeria. Nigeria that is only 100 years old. Your grandfather was not a Nigerian. Was not. So why must you throw away the history of your family, the rich history of Yoruba people? Because a white man called the place Nigeria. Why must you do that? Why? Can I go to England and name them and name them Albania and say all your history is now gone? We are doing our ancestors a disservice. And let me tell you why Black Africa cannot go forward. some people, not you, some people accepted this nonsensical balkanization of Africa with their useless flag independence. And your ancestors are in the grave. Your ancestors that existed before the white man was born, they are in the grave. You jettison their history and their identity. You banish it, you denigrate it, you insult them by accepting this garbage called Nigeria, and you want them to be happy with you. That is why no black African country can see development. No black, you see South Africa. When whites were running South Africa, everything was good. Now blacks took over. Look at what is happening. Because even the land of Africa itself is angry with us. We went to school for a reason. The reason why you go to school is to question certain things. And the question is this: why is it that you as an African, you're willing to kill, to die for something a white man created when they cannot do the same thing for you? You see how they are not equal to us. You see why they are always better than us. And nobody can tell me with any ounce of conviction or justification the reason why Yoruba people should be in Togo, in Benin, and in Nigeria. Why can't they be in one country, the same way that the English people are in one country in England? Or should I say in the UK? These are the things that we must ask ourselves.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Mazi Namkano. I mean, you are very passionate about your beliefs. Nobody can take that away from you. So now we get to the stage where I already jotted down some questions from members of the public. The first is that you hold a dual nationality. So they are saying you have a choice, you have an option. What about those who have nowhere to go?
The reason why you are interviewing me today is because I got lucky. My parents didn't get lucky. People who were in my house did not get lucky that very day. They died. My dog also died. Jack, they killed my dog. Now, listen very carefully. Our people don't understand. You see, there is a level of flippancy in Africa, and should I say, we don't interrogate any concept or phenomenon with a great degree of sincerity. Why do I have a Nigerian passport? The same way that Awolowo, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, held onto a British travel document. Did that stop Awolowo from fighting for Nigeria to be independent? I'm asking you a simple question. Did that stop him? Awolowo went to Glasgow to study.
Documents.
Exactly. He traveled abroad. Awolowo traveled abroad to study. He read economics in Scotland. And he came back. Probably even on British scholarship. The fact that Awolowo was availed of free education in England and traveled to England by ship in those days with British papers, did it stop Chief Awolowo from fighting for independence of his people?
And I must say, he was a lawyer.
Thank you. Sorry, I do apologize. He was a lawyer as well. But he also read economics. Do you know he read economics as well? He's a lawyer. I agree. Now, I'll ask that question again so you answer so that the whole world can hear. Yes. The fact that Awolowo went to England and studied, or let me say Britain and studied, United Kingdom, came back, became a lawyer and an economist. Did that stop Chief Awolowo from campaigning for independence from Britain? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Hearing you, yeah. I understand your logic, yeah.
Now, the same thing with Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. He traveled to the US. He studied. He traveled to the US with British papers. As somebody traveling from a British colony, he went to the US and he read, and he came back. And a Yoruba man, incidentally, let me tell you why they don't want Yorubas and the Igbos to be. A Yoruba man identified the talent in Nnamdi Azikiwe and appointed him the secretary of NCNC. That Yoruba man is Herbert Macaulay. A Yoruba man. and Zeke fought with the likes of Awolowo until Nigeria became free. Why didn't they say, in those days they were very intelligent? Nobody said to Zeke, oh, you went to England for free. You studied. You have their passport. Now you're fighting and saying they should go. Because in those days, our fathers, they had brain. I'm sorry to say this generation, I don't know what's wrong with them. Is a social media indomie generation. And I hope that after this evening, they will become, should I say, more enlightened as to the issues. I no longer hold dual nationality. I used to have dual nationality for convenience sake, just to travel out of Nigeria, not for anything. And my hatred for Nigeria didn't start today. I've always hated Nigeria. It's a very useless place. Only a fool can say, I am a proud Nigerian. There's something to be proud of. Absolutely nothing. You have nothing. Individually, you're brilliant. The Ngozo Konjo Iwalas of this world, our brother who is at African Development Bank, very smart and very brainy, yes, as an individual, but collectively as a group, the most useless 200 million people in the whole world. Nothing is coming out of nothing, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So how can I be a proud Nigerian? Ordinary light you don't have. No, simple light you don't have. How can I be a proud Nigerian? Thank you very much.
Now, your governors have virtually rejected Biafra. Those are the most senior representatives of the people. So this person is asking, how do you want to deal with that situation?
How many governors do we have per state?
One
I think
governor,
it's one, isn't it?
One governor per state, yes. But they
and in a democracy,
they control no. Yes.
How many, during election, how many times does the governor vote?
Once.
Okay. So the people will decide, not a governor. We are not Fulani Janjaweed. We don't have feudal lords in our land. We are Democrats or Republicans. You have only one vote. Only one vote. One governor, one vote. People may dissent, they're entitled to their opinion. One governor, one vote during the plebiscite or referendum. And there is nothing they can do about it. The majority says they want Biafra. So the views of the governor, of course, may be taken into consideration, but it doesn't count because they are in the minority. We are not Fulani people.
Someone has asked, how are you funded?
We are the largest movement on the face of this very planet Earth. IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, we're all over the world. And our people are very, very generous. They fund us. No politician, no millionaire, no billionaire, nobody. Ordinary people in the diaspora and people at home. They fund this well-oiled machine all over the world. That is why we are formidable. We owe it to them. We don't have any godfathers. That is why I speak the way I do. If there's anybody who can say they are funding us, come out and say it. Nobody does. Ordinary people do. Because everybody wants freedom.
Someone is asking, if you say you are asking for a referendum, how come you sometimes apply force, the use of force and coercion?
That is the only thing the Fulani Janja would understand. Nigeria is a rogue creation. Nigeria is where vandals and bandits abound in political office. Nigeria is not a civilized society and can never ever be. It's not the way they are behaving. You give rice to a governor to give to people, the governor will steal it and keep it. Palliate it that he did not buy. The only language they understand is by breaking into those warehouses and taking what belongs to you. The criminals and the hoodlums here are the governors, not the people who are hungry. I don't know why in Africa we always want to turn the narrative upside down. So you're telling me that Fulani can come to my place and rape my mother, abduct my sister, and I'll be clapping and praying and doing hallelujah and doing prayer and fasting. Nnamdi Kanu is not like that. We hunt them down, we pursue them, we catch them, and we deal with them. As simple as that. If people can tolerate that type of rubbish, we can't take it. Never, ever, ever. Never.
You said you are a Democrat.
Yes.
Does democracy allow the use of brute force?
Is Nigeria not a democracy? But they were in Lekki shooting people that their constitution says should not be shot. People praying and singing national anthem, we are shot. A constitutionally granted right. The state of Nigeria violated it. They are the ones that brought violence, not us. As they say, those of them that make peaceful revolution impossible, they make violent revolution impossible. They make it possible, rather. Those are the words of John F. Kennedy, not mine. An American Democrat who. And people talk about democracy all the time. The modern Britain you have today was forged in a revolution led by Oliver Cromwell that toppled the monarchy of King Charles I. Today, England is doing very well. France talks about democracy, but their democracy was forged in the heat of a revolution that toppled the reign, I think, of King Louis XIV or XV, I don't know, and Marie Antoinette. America, they hold you to account today if you're not democratic. America was forged in the battle of a revolution fought and led by George Washington. I don't know if we did all these things at all or not. I mean, I think Nigeria should employ me to write their curriculum for them so they can train sensible, reasonable people. People graduate from schools in Nigeria, they come out far more foolish than they actually went to school with.
Someone has asked, are you not afraid for your life? And what happens?
I am dead already.
And at what happens if anything happens to you now? Do you have succession plans?
I am dead already. I was pouring some water, I do apologize. I am dead already. The only thing that can bring me back to life is Biafra. This life is meaningless without freedom, not just freedom. As I said before, I traveled to England to study for a reason and for a purpose. You cannot tell me that in England they have gas piped all the way from the Scottish gas fields. There is 24 hours a day electricity. There is gas. If you're homeless or if you're unemployed, the government can give you what is called housing benefit. You can pay your rent and live in a decent home. They also give you money to feed as well. If I cannot do those things for my people, then my life is meaningless. So as I am right now, I'm already dead. I'm only waiting for Biafra to revive me and to resuscitate me. And I feel and I do pray that most other Africans should feel the way that I do.